All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your patience. We apologize for that, but just like anything else, with the military, we work our way through it, through any obstacle, and we get the job done. So again, thank you for everybody coming down here, descending on downtown Fresno, California, for the 104th Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. My name is Paul Haros. I'm the coordinator for this year's parade. On behalf of the board of the Veterans Day Parade, we welcome you here. To our distinguished guests, thank you for being here. Thank you for making the trek down to Fresno and showing your support and your appreciation for the veterans. It means a very lot to the veterans that we do this, and we do it for our country, our community, our families, our friends, our loved ones. We do it for our country. And for that, again, we say thank you. This year we'll be honoring the United States Marine Corps, a historic branch of service for the United States military. Although I was in the Army, my brothers and sisters in the Marine Corps stand apart from many other branches in the service and throughout the world. They have a historic history, branching down from their inception to where they are today. Our Grand Marshal is a direct reflection of that. His name is Jarrett Kraft, an individual who stood up after high school, enlisted into the Marine Corps, and went overseas and did his duty, did his job for his country, his brothers and sisters, and his family back home. Upon returning home, Jarrett decided to continue his service with taking off the nation's uniform and putting on a community uniform, representing as a member of the Fresno Police Department, where he works today as a sergeant. His reflection is with our theme today of continued service. And for that, we say thank you, Jared. Thank you for your service to your country. Thank you for your service to your community. Thank you for your service to us. And it's all on the fly. With us today is the AUSA Band, who will be doing the military medley, a display of music with all the branches. So when you hear your branch of service, stand loud, stand strong, and stand proud. fantastic display of music representing the branches of service for our nation. At this time, I'd like each and every one of you to stand, if possible, for the United States Marine Corps Honor Guard as they come out to the front with our nation's colors. At this time, we will have a 3-round volley from a group of individuals representing different organizations from the American Legion, from the VFW, and American Vets. This 3-round volley will be led by retired Master Gunnery Sergeant Orlando Vasquez. Tradition. Tradition is what keeps this country going. Tradition like you're seeing today in honor of our fallen, honor of our living, and honor of the future. At this time, I would like to invite Pastor Joe Basel up for the invocation.
Bow your heads with me. God, we thank you for the servicemen and women who have given everything and those who continue to risk everything. We ask a blessing on them. In your word, you declare your core values, God. Love and sacrifice. John 3:16 tells us that for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. Love and sacrifice. And our military service men and women have core values as well, God. And so we want to bless them. We want to bless the Air Force for their integrity first, for service before self, for their excellence in all that they do. God, we want to bless the Army and their loyalty, their duty, their respect, their selfless service, their honor, their integrity, and their personal courage. We want to bless the Navy and the Marine Corps for their honor, courage, and commitment. God, we want to bless the Coast Guard for their honor, respect, and devotion to duty. And finally, God, for all our servicemen and women, we're reminded of Ephesians 6. Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so you may take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, servicemen and women, put on the full armor of God, so when the day of evil comes, you'll be able to stand your ground. And after you've done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Be blessed, servicemen and women. We thank you, we honor you, and we stand here because of you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Now we will have another prayer for the troops. Here's an individual, a pastor, who served in the United States Marine Corps. After exiting the Marine Corps, he became a pastor, leading people in the word of the Lord. Pastor Rick Jimenez from Rivergate Church.
Good morning. Happy Veterans Day to all those who served. Thank you for your service and welcome home. I also like to extend a belated happy birthday to all of my fellow Marines. Semper Fi. My name is Rick Jimenez. I am the senior pastor of Rivergate Ministries in Fresno. And as Paul Haros mentioned, prior to ministry service, I served in the United States Marine Corps for 12 years. I was an infantryman by trade. I also served as a Marine Corps drill instructor, and I've done deployments both in peacetime and in times of war. Like many of you, I am proud that I've served. I'm grateful to live in this great country, but I'm also deeply grieved by how many veterans are still carrying the heavy burdens from their time in service. My goal today is to help lighten that load. You see, I too have experienced the rigors of war. I know the challenges of leading Marines in combat and praying that they all come home alive, yet not having the ability to control that outcome. I felt the sorrows of seeing Marines and soldiers wounded and watching those who were drifting on the periphery of earth and eternity. I have felt the pressure of making life-altering, split-second decisions because a bad decision now was better than a good plan after it was too late. And I know the feeling of returning home after a war, sitting in the comfort of your living room, surrounded by silence, but internally having no peace. If this sounds familiar to you, then I have good news for you today. To those who have fought for peace but are not living in peace, I want to let you know that peace is not the absence of conflict. Peace is a person, and his name is Jesus. The Bible describes him beautifully in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "For us a child is born, to us a son is given, the government shall rise on his shoulders, and he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Jesus not only has peace, he is peace. And this peace he freely gives. In John 14:27, he says, "I'm leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And peace is a gift that the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid." Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to know that this world cannot offer the kind of peace that we so long for, that we so desire. It only comes from Jesus, and it is a complete gift. Some of you may be saying, "Rick, I want this gift of peace. How do I receive it?" Romans 5, verse 1 tells us, "Therefore, since we have been justified through faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ." Justified through faith. That means that we put our trust in the faith and confidence that Jesus took all of our guilt, all of our shame, all of our regret, and all of our sin, and he nailed it to a cross 2,000 years ago. But he didn't just leave it there. He rose from that grave on the third day, seated at the right hand of authority of Almighty God, and he sends us his victorious, conquering, powerful, life-giving Spirit. And it is available to all of us today because he is the Prince of Peace. So maybe you're here today and you didn't serve, but you desire this peace that comes from Jesus. This is a gift that I want to extend to each and every one of you. So as we pray, if you want this gift, just place your hand on your heart like you're receiving a gift today. Father God, I ask that you take all of our brokenness in exchange for your perfect peace. You took our grief, our shame, and our sin, our regret, and you nailed it to that cross. Your sacrifice canceled my debt, and today I put my trust in you, and I receive the free gift of forgiveness, your love, your peace, and your life. Jesus died our death so that we could share his life, and I thank you for that. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. God bless you. Happy Veterans Day.
Beautiful, Pastor. Beautiful. With us today, Boy Scouts Troop 257 will unfurl the American flag. Followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by our city's mayor, Jerry Dyer. You will notice the time and precision it takes to unfold Old Glory. Each color representing our nation and the sacrifices that it has done. Each star representing a state, a territory that combines this nation, which makes us united. Reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, Mayor Jerry Dyer.
Thank you very much. Would all of you please join me in pledging our allegiance to the greatest nation in the world? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mayor Dyer. Next, we will have the singing of the national anthem. by our very own Valerie Salcido.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the hope of
Thank you, Valerie. That was beautiful. Absolutely amazing. As I stated earlier, we have a lot of individuals that are our leadership throughout the community and our state. With us today, Fresno City Council Member, District 7, Nelson Esparza. Fresno County Supervisors, Nathan Madseg and Steve Brandow. Sheriff John Zanoni. Kingsburg Police Chief Neil Dadian. Sanger Mayor and veteran Frank Gonzalez. Sanger Fire Chief and veteran Greg Tross. From the office of Congressman Kevin McCarthy, Blake Zonte. Veterans Administration Fresno Police Department Assistant Chief Major Bolander. At this point, I'd like to call up a few individuals with an opportunity to speak with us today. From the VA Medical Center Interim Director, Dr. Connie Hampton.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day for a parade, right? I am so excited to be here in downtown Fresno with you all for these grand festivities. I want to begin by acknowledging our veterans in attendance. This day is all about you, what you have done for our nation, and how well you did it. So, welcome, and welcome to your family members and friends as well. To our other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, greetings. In countless events like this one across the country, Americans are honoring our veterans. Patriots who, since the War of our independence, have stood watch over and defended our liberty. America has been blessed as no other country in history. The sacrifices of our armed forces have given us the security and freedom in which to grow and flourish as a nation. In law, human rights, in business, and in economics, in science, technology, education, and in the arts. They have enabled the United States to stand as a beacon of hope and freedom to others around the world. We remember America's heroes today because on November the 11th, at the 11th hour of the 11th month of 1918, the guns of the Great War fell silent. But as we know, it was sadly not the last fight. Millions of American men and women stepped forward to fight tyranny in World War II. They overcame all adversities, leading us to victory. They did so again on the frozen mountains of Korea, in the humid jungles of Vietnam, in the sands in the desert during Desert Storm, and in the brutal battles in Afghanistan and Iraq. And this is the story of the American veteran. Ordinary men and women stepping forward to put on their uniform and lay their lives on the line to win and preserve our independence and to help others experiencing oppression. Today we remember them all. And today is certainly a special day for those of us in the Department of Veterans Affairs. We are dedicated to serving the needs of the men and women who serve in the nation's armed forces. We help mend the body and the spirit of veterans, those who fought our battles, and those who served in times of restless peace between wars. We also assist families as they go on after the loss of their loved ones. We work with compassion and with respect, putting veterans first, because fulfilling the mission helps us achieve our vision to provide more care and more benefits to more veterans more than ever before. That's our goal, and that's our vision for the future. Because success in those endeavors means less suffering for those who have given so much to America and to all of us. And in closing, I want to also thank everyone who came out today to honor our veterans. Your presence at these remembrances, your words of gratitude to our veterans, and your advocacy for them all reinforces the covenant between America and the men and women who protect and defend her. We do this because we recognize a basic truth. The deeds of the American veteran bind us to our past, strengthen us in the present day, and inspire us to meet future challenges we may face as a nation. Thank you. God bless our veterans, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hampton. Next, we have our city leader, an individual who spent 40 years as a Fresno police officer, rising up to the position of chief. From there on, he became our city leader, and he's today's mayor. With us today, Mayor Jerry Dyer.
Thank you, Paul. What an honor, again, to be able to be here today with all of you. I want to welcome everyone to the greatest Veterans Day parade in America. Veterans Day is a time to salute those who have served our country as veterans and for those who have paid the ultimate price. As the mayor of this city, let me say thank you on behalf of the 550,000 people who call Fresno home. Thank you for your service, thank you for your dedication, and thank you for your sacrifice. We live in a forgetful nation at times, a nation that far too often forgets the sacrifices that have been made by our veterans throughout our history. We also live in a nation that far too often takes for granted the freedoms that we enjoy as Americans. Freedom that comes at a terrible price, a price that only a few are willing to pay. In the tribute, God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood sings, "I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me." On this day, thousands of people will line the streets of downtown Fresno. People who are grateful for the freedom that we enjoy in America. People who appreciate the sacrifices that have been made by our military veterans and their families. On this day, we unite as a people, rich, poor, Republicans and Democrats alike, praising our veterans and thanking them for their service to our country. This is the time when we choose to come together to support our veterans and to demonstrate our allegiance to the greatest nation in the world. I'm proud to be an American, and I thank God that I have the privilege to live in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. So please join me today as we unite and salute our veterans and express our gratitude to America's true heroes. There's a famous saying, "This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave." God bless the brave men and women who have and continue to serve in our military, for their willingness to sacrifice their lives to keep our country free. God bless the United States of America. And now I'd like to have Councilmember Bredefield and Council President Maxwell please come up as we present this proclamation from the city of Fresno, and it will be presented to the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. And it says, now therefore be it resolved that we, Mayor Jerry P. Dyer, and the Fresno City Council recognize and congratulate the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. God bless you and thank you.
Cool. The city of Fresno would at this time like to call forward a couple of other distinguished folks in the audience. Could Sergeant Jared Kraft and Staff Sergeant Stefan Hicklin join us at the podium at this time? Mayor Dyer and the City Council would hereby like to recognize the exemplary service of both of these gentlemen. Sergeant Kraft, the 2023 Veterans Day Parade Grand Marshal, and Staff Sergeant Stefan Hicklin, the Distinguished Marine of Honor. Thank you both for your service to this community, to the city of Fresno, and to the United States of America. God bless you both.
Good job.
Thank you, Fresno City Council President Tyler Maxwell, Council Member Gary Bredefield, and Mayor Dyer. Next, I'd like to invite up Fresno's Police Chief Paco Balderrama. Chief.
Good Good morning, everyone. Today is always a special day as we celebrate our country, our freedom, our veterans, and the sacrifices that they've made, not just in the time of war, but throughout the year. Very important today to recognize the families who also carry a very heavy load of supporting their loved ones. Today in particular is very important to the Fresno Police Department. We have many police officers who also serve in the military, but also it's a great honor to have our very own Sergeant Jared Kraft as the Grand Marshal, so big hand to him. Very hopeful to have a very beautiful day today, a very safe day today as we celebrate America, who we are, our freedom, and our veterans. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Now I'd like to go back to Fresno County President, District 4, Tyler Maxwell.
Good morning again, everybody. Thank you all for being here today. It is an honor to be here with you today as we kick off and celebrate Fresno's 104th Veterans Day Parade. Today is a day for us as Americans to pause and reflect on all of life's blessings, whether that be the roof over our heads, the meal on our tables at night, surrounded by family, friends, loved ones, the opportunity to go to church and pray as we like, and our beautiful city. It's important to reflect today because none of those things would be possible without the amazing bravery and sacrifice of our veterans, the men and women standing amongst us here today. It's because of them that we have those freedoms and we have those blessings. As the hateful rhetoric against America begins to rise, as the prevalence of people speaking with hate and virtual when they talk about America, our way of life, our way of being continues to rise, it is important today more than ever that we continue to applaud, salute, recognize, respect, and honor the thousands of veterans that call the city of Fresno home. So thank you again for joining us today. Again, none of those blessings would be possible without our veterans. Thank you all for being here. God bless you. God bless our vets. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council President. Next, we'll have former mayor in California, Assemblyman Jim Patterson.
Well, thank you very much. It's a delight to be here amongst all of these heroes. Let me set these down just for a second. You guys are going to have a stack of these before the day's over. Let's just say. Okay. All right. I was saying that, but before the day's over, our two Marines that we are recognizing will have a stack of these before it's over, but they have earned every single one of them. I want to first start out today because we are here celebrating the United States Marine Corps. So yesterday was the 248th birthday of the founding of the United States Marines. So, happy 248th birthday. All you gyrenes, jarheads, and grunts, you are and always will be Semper Fidelis. We are blessed to be amongst heroes. Heroes in our midst who raised their right hand. They pledged that they would support the Constitution, protect and serve the country, foreign and domestic. And they knew that it probably or possibly could cost them the last full measure of devotion. And yet they did their duty and did it with pride and did it with dignity and did it with professionalism. They are and we celebrate them today, the sentinels and the guardians of our liberty. But I also need to remind all of us that we live, and I get to represent in Sacramento, a region that loves and cares for our veterans. And I want to point out a couple of ways we do that. You are part of one of the largest Veterans Day parades in the United States. Veterans, that is our gift to you because we care, we appreciate who you are, what you did, and we're grateful for your service. But that's not all. Down around the corner here is the Legion of Valor Museum, one of only a handful in the United States. And inside, it recognizes the service of people who won substantial recognition through the medals that they have won. Also, very soon, we are going to be driving on the latest, newest, and probably the best piece of roadway in Fresno. And do you know what the name is? Veterans Boulevard. Right? So from here to the museum, to Veterans Boulevard, to this great parade. But I also think that we have to ask ourselves, knowing the sacrifice that these veterans have made, how should we live our lives? Let's commit to never, ever forget their service. Let's commit to say thank you to them when we meet them in public or on the airplane or in our daily lives. Let's make sure that when we find and know a veteran who is homeless, that we will not just walk by, but we will stop, help, and see to it that that veteran is housed. And we do that because gratitude cannot just be a statement. Gratitude must be an act, not a grand performance, but an act of love. And so we thank you, veterans, and I am pleased to be able to represent an area that loves our veterans so much that we are here today with so many people, so many memories, so many heroes. And I'd like to call up a couple of them because it is my honor to present to our Grand Marshal and to the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Marine in this parade. First of all, I'd like to call up USMC Sergeant and the Grand Marshal, Jarrett Kraft. Jarrett won the Navy Cross for the Battle of Fallujah in 2004. And here in Fresno, he now serves us as a Fresno police officer. Duty, honor, country, and service has been his life, and the California State Assembly recognizes it, presents you with this certificate of recognition and appreciation, the seal of the state of California, and I'm proud to have put my signature there to honor you. Congratulations. And now Staff Sergeant Stefan Hicklin is next. This is the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Marine in the parade. He is representing all of you jarheads and gyrenes. Hey. I ask permission to use those terms. And I can't think of a better representative to be the Commandant of the Marine Corps League Post 14 here in Fresno. He has earned the Distinguished Marine of this parade, and the California Assembly and the state of California recognizes that with this certification and my signature and the seal of the state of California. And you have earned every bit of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. And we will never forget those who have served, because we are the beneficiaries of liberty and freedom because they stood and did their duty, even at the risk of their own lives. God bless our veterans and thank you for the opportunity of being a part of this and to join with you in saying, you veterans, we love you and we'll never forget. God bless.
Next, we have Fresno City Council Member, District 6, and Navy veteran, Gary Bredefield.
Thank you so much. You know, I've been blessed by the good Lord in so many ways in my life, but one of the things I'm most proud of is having served on active duty as a lieutenant in the United States Navy. I had the privilege to work with sailors and Marines and to see up close what makes this nation great. It's the sacrifice of men and women that serve in the military, and they are the best of the best the nation has to offer. These are men and women that volunteer to serve our nation, and they do so with courage and honor. They sacrifice, their families sacrifice, and they're willing to risk their own lives to ensure our freedom. They come from all walks of life, rich, poor, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, men, women, straight, gay, Christian, Jewish, Muslim. They all unite under the great flag of the United States of America, and they all serve out of a love for this great nation. After my naval commitment, I returned to Fresno and continued to serve veterans at the Fresno Veterans Hospital and did so for 27 years as a clinical psychologist. I've helped veterans that served in World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Men and women from all different socioeconomic, religious, and cultural backgrounds. Yet the commonality every one of them shared is love of country, love of their fellow veterans, and willingness to sacrifice. And many suffered greatly as a result of their military service defending this nation. Let us never forget that because of every veteran's tremendous sacrifice, all of us, every American can all enjoy the freedoms that we have today. We exercise our freedom of speech, the right to assemble, the right to bear arms, the right to worship as one desires, all because of veterans. All of these freedoms and rights we enjoy, and unfortunately so many in our nation take for granted, are ensured and protected only by the sacrifices of our veterans. Thank you to all veterans for your service. Our nation is and will always be grateful to you. May God bless all of you, our great veterans who've done so much for our country, and may God bless the United States of America, as the mayor says, and I agree, the greatest nation on the face of the earth. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, California State Assemblyman, Dr. Joaquin Arambula.
Buenos días. Es un honor para participar en este evento el día de hoy. Soy un representante del Condado de Fresno. It's an honor to participate in today's event as a representative for half of the county of Fresno. I come today wanting to honor those who have sacrificed, those who are living, and the future who will continue to give back to our great nation. But I come here to particularly honor my father-in-law, Tom Miller, who enlisted for 4 tours in Vietnam, and if he had not come back home, I would not have the family that I have today. So I also come with my 2 young daughters to make sure that we are learning and listening to those who have sacrificed for our communities, that we continue to give back. So it is a great honor to be here with you today, here at the Veterans Day Parade, the 104th that we've had in the great city of Fresno, and also want to thank the Marine Corps, who we are particularly honoring today. Thank you for allowing me to participate in today's parade.
Next, California State Assemblywoman Esmeralda Soria.
Good morning, Fresno. Happy Veterans Day, And I also want to wish a happy birthday to the 248th birthday of the Marine Corps. So let's give it up for their birthday. This is one of my favorite events of the year. Actually, it is my 9th year participating in the Veterans Day Parade, but it's my first year as your new Assemblywoman representing parts of Fresno County and Sacramento. Today, as many have mentioned, is a day for us as community and a nation to recognize and give thanks to the men and women who have bravely served our country defending all of our freedoms. We put our differences and disagreements aside to stand united with our veterans. Veterans have a special place in my heart. I think I speak for everyone here when I say that. Earlier this year, I had the honor of serving as the chairwoman of the Assembly Military and Veteran Affairs Committee. And it was my duty to advocate and push forward state legislation to benefit over 1.5 million veterans that live in the state of California. We as a community have a duty to ensure that our veterans and their families are welcomed home and given every opportunity to succeed in civilian life. This year, the state put into law several new pieces of legislation to benefit our veterans here in the state of California, from educational access to housing to mental health and all the other types of services that really help our veterans integrate back into society. But we have a lot more work to do ahead of us to continue to honor the service of our veterans. And I stand here together, ready to partner with all of you. On behalf of the State Assembly, I extend my deep gratitude to all the veterans here today. And I would like to take the opportunity to also present a certificate of recognition to our Grand Marshal, Sergeant Jay Kraft. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your commitment to continuing also to serve the city of Fresno as a police officer. I also just want to say happy Veterans Day to everyone. And let's continue this fantastic 104th year tradition that the city of Fresno has been able to keep. Thank you to the Central Valley Veterans Committee for your continued work and all your volunteerism to ensure that this is the biggest parade in the West Coast.
Thank you. Next, Congressman Jim Costa.
Good morning, Fresno. Wake up. It is indeed my honor and pleasure to be here with everyone here to celebrate our veterans and their families, for we must never, ever forget the families who sacrifice as well. And ladies and gentlemen, let us never forget those men and women that are serving today in harm's way around the world, this dangerous world we live in, whether they be in the Middle East, whether they be in Europe, whether they be in Asia. Americans around the world today are protecting the freedoms that we hold most dear and that we cherish. And they reflect the pride and the respect that we honor here today. Veterans Day, originally as Armistice Day after World War I, was to dedicate those men and women who served then. In 1954, it was determined by Congress that we should reflect all who've served in all of the wars and conflicts during America's history. And it was renamed Veterans Day. Veterans Day, for those who served, for their families, is a reflection of who we are. 247 years of the history of the United States of America. And yes, we celebrate the 248th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, right? I knew I'd get a cheer there. But this parade started right after World War I, and we're proud that it's the 104th Veterans Day Parade here in Fresno, one of the largest celebrated parades in the United States. Because today, throughout the country, in cities and villages and communities throughout this great land of ours, people are doing what we are doing here today, paying thanks. But you know, it's one thing to celebrate one day, but every day we should remember those men and women who have served, who are serving. 41 million Americans, think about that, have served our nation for over 247 years. Since World War II, over 16 million Americans have served in our armed services. Again, think about it. 340 million people in this country. 41 million have served over the history of our country. And since World War II, an additional 16 million have served. And those in active duty today. That's what this is all about. And it's just not enough for a grateful nation to say thank you. But we prove our thanks in the deeds we do. In the last several years, we've passed legislation that is included but not limited to the PAC Act that provided benefits and recognition to those who disposed of military hardware in burn pits that have created health impacts. We have provided increased health care benefits that they much deserve. Improving the facilities like our Veterans Hospital here in Fresno, but the Veterans Home, and also providing additional housing benefits. And yes, for those, sadly, those veterans who are homeless. Over 18,000 Americans who served in our country in California, think about it, every day are part of the homeless in this state. We have to do better. We have to do better. And the mental health crisis, sadly, those veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome who have come home harboring those internal wounds that they suffered from the experiences they have. That is critical that we provide the mental health support. 26 pieces of legislation, bipartisan legislation, has been passed and signed into law by the President in the last several years. And that's how you say thank you. That's how you say thank you, by never forgetting those and paying back not only a debt of gratitude, but supporting them when they come home. So this parade is a reflection of that. I'm honored to serve as your representative in our nation's capital, trying to help solve the problems that we have in a troubled world that we live in, where we always ask those men and women who serve to be at the forefront of protecting our freedoms. And yes, today we also support and reflect the families whose members made the ultimate sacrifice with their lives. So as a reflection of that, it's fitting and appropriate that we recognize two individuals who are a reflection of the best and brightest of America. I know them. Would they please come forward? Among the elite fighting force, I'd like to recognize the two gentlemen. Distinguished Marine Honor Staff Sergeant Stefan Hicklin. Sergeant Hicklin has worked closely with so many of us. He serves in my service academy selection, and he's also a leader throughout our community. And also Sergeant Jared Kraft for his valiant and faithful service during the Desert Storm battles. And Sergeant Kraft, as we've noted already, continues to serve in the Fresno City Police Department with his leadership. And it's fitting and appropriate, I guess, that we're celebrating the 248th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, that the two that we honor here today are both Marines. Yeah. I'd like to present this certificate of special congressional recognition to Stefan Hicklin, Commandant of the Marine Corps League Detachment 14th Distinguished Marine Corps honoree at the 104th Central Valley Veterans Day Parade, we thank you for your service to our country. God bless you, my friend. We also have a United States flag that was flown over our nation's capital. And Sergeant Jared Kraft. We have a certificate of congressional recognition for your service as the Grand Marshal of the 104th Central Valley Veterans Day Parade in honor of your brave service and your lasting commitment to our community. A grateful nation can never say thank you enough. And again, a flag that was flown over the United States Capitol in your honor. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a great parade. God bless the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. What a beautiful day.
What a great trip. All right, all right. What a great tribute right there. Next, California Senator Shannon Grove, an Army veteran.
Well, good morning, Fresno. As the first female veteran that's ever been elected to the state legislature, it's definitely my honor to be here today to honor those brave men and women who have served and continue to serve this great country. Generations of warriors that we honor today that put their right hand in the air and swear to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Those are the people that give us the very freedoms that we enjoy in this great country. It's my honor to bring forward Staff Sergeant Jarrett Kraft, Sergeant Jarrett Kraft, who's got a distinguished United States Marine Corps veteran, dedicated sergeant to the Fresno Police Department. He's been selected as the Grand Marshal for the 104th Annual Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. During his time as a United States Marine Corps, Jarrett served with honor and distinction. It's with the utmost respect and gratitude that we recognize his exemplary bravery and heroism that faced adversity, particularly during the Battle of Fallujah, where he was awarded the Navy Cross. And for those of you that don't know, the Navy Cross is the second highest distinction award for the United States sailors and Marines that distinguish themselves with extraordinary heroism in the battle with the enemy. So with the battles that he's faced, his heroism of defending the freedoms and defending lives of the people that he served with, I just want to honor him today. I have a coin. They're military coins. I had them made by a military Marine. Even though I served in the Army, this is a Marine-made coin, and I'd like to just present it to you as well. I didn't serve in combat. I served at the end of the Cold War when the wall came down between East and West Berlin. And during that time when the wall came down, you could see what the taste of freedom was like to retain it and get it back. And I feel like today, in the United States of America, we may not have a physical wall going up on Fulton or Fresno Avenue that divides us in a city. But I feel like today our nation is being divided us by socioeconomic status, by race, by faith, everything. And I think today is a day that we can put all that aside and we can stand up and we can love the people who have served this country and given us the freedom that we so greatly appreciate today. And I think that today we can set all those things aside and honor the great United States of America and those who protect it. And so with that, I would like to just give you this certificate that has a resolution language that will be given to you, presented later, that you hopefully can hang on a wall, sir. Thank you very much for your dedication.
Airborne all the way. Next, we have our distinguished Grand Marshal, the individual that needs no introduction anymore. With me today, Grand Marshal, Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, Jarrett Kraft.
Good morning and happy Veterans Day to everybody in attendance. I want to welcome everybody to the 104th Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. And I want to express what a truly humbling experience this is for me, for my family. Everybody here that's in attendance is truly inspiring. It's amazing. This is the largest parade west of the Mississippi, and it's only because of the committee and everybody's support from the community that makes this possible. And I don't mean just in Fresno, I'm talking about the entire Central Valley, and that's a pretty big piece of land. So the support and the gratitude from all Americans and from everyone in attendance here, as I mentioned, is very much appreciated. And this is what makes America great. This is what makes this country what it is today. And I strongly believe that amongst all the diversity and all the fighting that we may encounter within the United States, within our own borders, we are still a superpower. We are still the strongest country, and a country that I'm proud to be a member of out of the entire United States of America. This is a tremendous honor for me to have been selected for this year's Grand Marshal for the parade. It's always also a very special and honorable time of year. Aside from the Veterans Day Parade, we have Veterans Day that we're also celebrating. And then also, as we mentioned several times, the Marine Corps just celebrated its 248th birthday. And I can assure you, no matter what climate and place, every Marine is currently within the United States, around the globe, whether they're on deployment overseas, whether here in the United States, whether they're home, whether they're out training, doing a training evolution in the backyard of San Mateo, or anywhere else in Camp Pendleton or Camp Lejeune, or the many Marine Corps bases around the United States of America. Every single Marine celebrated the birthday this year, as they do every single year. The Marine Corps was born November 10, 1775, 248 years ago in a bar, Time Tavern in Philadelphia. And we respect that, and we honor that every single year, and that's exactly how we celebrate. I want to thank several people that are here in attendance. First, I want to thank the Central Valley Veterans Parade Committee, specifically Paul Harrows, his wife Lizette, over here to my right. Lizette's back here behind me to the right. Brian, and I want to thank every single member of their staff for making this possible, making this happen. It's been an incredible experience for me. They spent countless hours over the last several months putting this together with all the meetings that they coordinated, networking, organizing, and I really deeply, truly appreciate it. And then we're going to celebrate later on after this, just to show our thanks, myself and my beautiful girlfriend behind me, Maggie. I want to thank all the dignitaries that are here in attendance. I want to thank you for your service and for all of your support, for everybody seating behind me. I'll mention a few names. I apologize for not mentioning everybody, but the Senator Shannon Grove, thank you, ma'am, for being here. Senator Anna Caballero, Congressman Jim Costa, Assembly members, Joaquin Arambula, Esmeralda Soria, Jim Patterson, Fresno Police Chief, Paco Balderrama, my chief. Thank you, sir. Fresno City Mayor, Jerry Dyer. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for being here today, sir. And there's so many more behind me. I apologize for not mentioning the names, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. I also want to recognize my family, seated over here to my left under the tarp, for showing up and being here today. Some of which are veterans from many branches of the military, from the Marine Corps to the Army to the Air Force. And they're over here. My beautiful girlfriend, Maggie, my little baby girl's over here. I have four of them. I have Celia, Isabella, Liliana, and Alexandria, my daughter, seated to my left. My parents, who are both veterans, United States Army. My aunt, United States Air Force. My sister, United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant. Her fiance, United States Marine Corps Captain. There's just so much history within our family. My family has always had a life of servitude, and we will continue to do so. Also, I want to thank all of our first responders for being here today, especially my brothers and sisters, the Fresno Police Department, but everybody, medical, fire services, and all of our law enforcement agencies that are here. Securing the parade route and making sure that we have a safe parade today. I thank you from the bottom of my heart from that as well. So along with that, I want to say thank you to all the family members, all the spouses, and all the parents of our veterans around the country as well. That's one of the hardest jobs I've always felt, is to be a spouse or a family member or a child of a veteran. And that's because you guys are there through the hardest of times and through the best of times. And you're always there showing that support and that dedication and a welcome us back home. And when Marines or sailors, Navy, Army personnel, we got to deploy out to different countries. And so that support and that dedication to us that's home for us. A lot of service members that are overseas in conflicts in past years and in the future, that is something that we rely heavily upon. And so I am so honored to be able to represent the hundreds of thousands. We'll let the helicopter do his flyover. I am so absolutely honored to be able to represent hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of veterans around the United States today as the Grand Marshal. The theme this year is continued service. So that means all of our veterans who exited from active service that continued with their life of servitude within their communities, whether it's law enforcement, fire, or the medical services. I believe service to our country and to our citizens is absolutely necessary. It's commendable. And without it, our country wouldn't be what it is today. There's millions of Americans that join the armed forces. I'm talking not just currently, but of course in times past, 100 years past, 1,000 years past, that willingly make that sacrifice to serve, missing holidays, special occasions, risking injury both physically and mentally, and they do it willingly, and in some instances, giving the ultimate sacrifice. We as Americans do this to ensure a secure future for our country and for all of our future generations and all of our children that are going to be secure in these borders long after we're all gone. I would like to share at this time just a little bit of personal experience, a personal story of mine. I'm not going to get too much into detail with it, but it started back when I was in the Marine Corps. So immediately following the 9/11 attack in New York City on the World Trade Center, which took the lives of nearly 3,000 U.S. Americans, I was actually serving in the Marine Corps. I was on Edson Range at Camp Pendleton, California, in Marine Corps boot camp. I'm a West Coast Marine. And shortly thereafter, I was attached to 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, that's Dark Horse Battalion. And shortly thereafter, we were deployed to Fallujah, Iraq. It was an 8-month deployment, and that was some of the most fiercest fighting that the Marine Corps, that 5th Marines has been involved in the history of the regiment. And that was in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. But while there, one of the most important factors, if not the most important factor, that resonates with me ever since that day to this very second, is the acts of heroism and just the bravery and the selflessness that I witnessed during that deployment. And that's from all branches of the military. We had Navy corpsmen with us. We had the 7th Cavalry, Army, several regiments from the United States Marine Corps. We had Air Force personnel. And just that heroism that I saw. Young Marines going into battle, into conflict, and there's no better way to describe it, but it's chaotic at times. But the organized attack from the U.S. military service members that were there in country against that force, that was overwhelming compared to us. And the Marines were able to overcome all that adversity. They overcame any fear that they had, and were able to lead an organized attack into the enemy, overcome that overwhelming force, and accomplish our mission. And we did so in a matter of months. We did take our casualties, but we continued to push forward. And something that I saw and that I learned was the camaraderie of our service members, the way that we treat each other in combat. So there's two main things I believe that fuel U.S. service members when we're overseas, when we're fighting, especially in those types of circumstances, those conditions. And it's love for country, it's love for family. We want to get home. But the reality that is apparent at the moment is our brothers and sisters serving to our left and right in combat. We are fighting for each other, to take care of each other, to make sure everybody gets home safely. And on this personal story of mine, so there we are fighting in Fallujah, Iraq, and I'll keep this very brief, but I saw U.S. Marines as young as the age of 18, 19 years old, making multiple entries into a multi-level structure in Sector 19 of El Anbar province in Fallujah, Iraq, and fighting for over 2.5 hours. That was on December 23rd of 2004. And that was one of the battles that I was involved in amongst the many in which I was awarded this medal. But I wore this medal and I accepted this medal on behalf of my Marines that I was fighting with that day, on behalf of all the other Marines that gave their life, gave limbs, and came back with those mental scars. So that is why I'm wearing this, is why I'm so honored to be able to stand here and address everybody. I am so honored to be in the presence of everybody that's here today and feel the support. Young Americans willingly put themselves in harm's way, and they fully know it could be the last action that they could ever take. And in some instances it was. But they do so anyways, and that is absolutely awe-inspiring, and I will always be grateful for their service and sacrifice. And I know we will never forget them. We'll never forget their service, and this is evidence to that. So I thank you for that. So, in closing, again, I want to thank everybody for being here, for hearing me today. I want to thank you for the opportunity and the tremendous honor that it is of being the Grand Marshal for the 104th Central Valley Veterans Day Parade today. The experience has been truly amazing, and I want to thank you to all of our veterans that are here. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service, for your continued service, and for the unwavering support of all the Americans, all the community members within the city of Fresno. Thank you so much. God bless you all. God bless America, and Semper Fidelis. Okay, without further ado, let's get the parade started. Start your cars. Parade details, stand by.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 104th anniversary of the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. Let's get this thing going. This is the United States Marine Corps Color Guard out of Lemoore Naval Air Station. Thank you so much for standing there so patiently. They were there over an hour just standing there, and so were the Boy Scout Troops 257. We thank them every year for coming out here, unfurling the flag, the Marine Corps for leading the parade and the color guard. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the largest veterans parade in the United States, not just on the West Coast or west of the Mississippi. We are the largest. Let's make that straight now, all right?
I'm glad you pointed that out, Dan.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Delgado. So honored to be here hosting the Veterans Day Parade and alongside these two wonderful gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm also honored to be here. My name is Rash. I'm the morning radio guy from Rock 105.1. It's my first year being here, and I'm just happy to be a part of this. I don't have as much to say as you two do, but we'll see. I would like to point out that the Boy Scout troop, one of those young men had an injury to his leg, and he stood there for a full hour with a boot on. So
That's commitment.
That's commitment.
That is commitment. And it's such an honor for them to be leading the Fresno Vets Parade, followed by the marching band from Roosevelt High School, Roosevelt Rough Rider Band. They're the primary musical and spirit organization of Theodore Roosevelt High School here in Fresno. And throughout the year, the band can be heard and seen performing at numerous school and athletic events, concerts, and festivals.
Did you guys play in the band at all in school?
Oh, well, Ryan, I'm glad you asked, because yes, I played the clarinet when I was in 8th grade. Thank you very much. And so that's why I can very much appreciate what they're doing.
You look like you were a first chair. It was the first chair.
I was second to last. Second to last.
Both my daughters graduated from Roosevelt High School, and both of them were School of the Arts. One was for singing and dance, and the other one was for her artwork. Roosevelt has a great history. They've got a lot of famous people that are now famous actors that came out of Roosevelt. Roosevelt has a lot to offer. What do we have here? Well, Table Mountain Rancheria didn't, they're part of our sponsorship, and we appreciate the Table Mountain Rancheria for being a sponsor for us. Also, we have Amazon, who is also a sponsor for us as well.
Very creative with the boxes.
I know, I love that. I love that. And you know, Table Mountain is a federally recognized tribe of Native American people from the Chichansi Band of Yokuts and the Wenatchee tribe. It's also the tribe's rancheria. It's located here in Fresno County, and it was founded in 1916.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we're taking a pause here for a minute, we're getting some of the dignitaries into their cars as they take the parade route. And here we have the Grand Marshal, Jared Kraft, getting into a nice Pontiac here, Bonneville. You knew that, didn't you, Alex?
You know, I always love hosting these parades with you, Dan, because I get a full, I get fully educated on the vehicles and the cars that participate in the parade. Because I don't know about you, Ryan, but I don't know too much about cars.
I know a little, but not too much. I knew that was a Pontiac.
Yeah,
just by
there you
looking
go.
at it, though.
Well, we're going to test you, Rash. All through this, we will be testing.
Well, I got a Pontiac, a Mercedes, and a Corvette coming out. How did I do?
There you go. All right, behind the Pontiac is a what?
It's a Mercedes.
Mercedes, there
I
you
knew that,
go.
I knew that,
Good. Yeah, just throw it out there, Rash. Come on.
And you know what else I know? It's convertible.
Oh, really?
See how good I am? I've gotten good over the years.
I want you to move your mic. Closer, there you go.
There we go.
All right, look at this. We had a lot of dignitaries that had great things to say about our veterans. We really appreciate, without the support of our dignitaries, we can't have the parade that we need here. So thank you to the dignitaries. We appreciate you, and again to Table Mountain Rancheria for being a major sponsor, and for Amazon for being a major sponsor. Jared Kraft.
There we go. Our Grand Marshal.
Give it a big hand for Gary Kraft.
All right, congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
That is
Congratulations.
that is a nice car.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful family in the car.
You know, Jared is with the Fresno Police Department, and he's part of the gang unit. He's part of SWAT. He's a sergeant in the police department, and he's also a shift supervisor. So he's got a lot on his plate.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
He does.
How about we get a few words from the Staff Sergeant Stefan? What do you say? You want him to say something? Let's see. How about what do you have to say about today?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. First of all, I'd like to thank the community for coming out. This is about reconnecting with our community. But what I'll do is I will just catch up with everybody along the route here. But I'm just glad about the connection with the military and the community and that support. And I truly am happy. It's a great day.
We almost lost Congressman Costa there when that car accelerated. We have Shannon Grove here. All right, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. It's amazing that you are the first female veteran voted into the state assembly. My gosh.
I was stunned to hear that.
Congratulations.
That was amazing. And
Yes.
she was born and raised in Kern County.
Yes.
And after graduating from high school, she served in the United States Army and stationed in Frankfurt, Germany. As she mentioned earlier, she witnessed the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. And I'm so glad that you all mentioned Congressman Costa, because he has been serving the Valley for so very long. So it's
That's right.
so great to see him participate in these parades every year.
And here's our prior mayor, who's now up there at the state assembly level, Jim Patterson. Thank
Hi,
you
Jim.
for all your
How
support.
are you?
Yeah.
He's been serving in the California State Assembly since 2012. Thank you. Representing the 23rd District, which includes Eastern Fresno County and encompasses the cities of Fresno and Clovis, a small portion of Tulare. Wow, he's been active and participating in state politics for many, many years.
Long time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a Cadillac for anyone who was wondering.
Oh, that was a nice one too.
Hoorah. Happy
Ryan,
birthday,
you're right.
Marine.
Okay, Ryan, what is this one? Can you?
It's Pontiac. It says right there on the front.
What?
It's a Pontiac. It says it right on the front of the.
Okay, I'm trying to make you look good, Ryan, and you're trying to make me look bad. I don't understand.
Hey, I know that, man. Good to see you all. We remember the price of freedom. Fresno Chapter 1, American Ex-Prisoners of War. 92-year-old Sam Benuelos of Fresno, California. I was going to have Rash say that name.
Yeah. I agree. You probably should have after I threw Alex under the bus on the cars there.
All right. There we go. Ex-Prisoners
Hi
of
there.
War, Fresno Chapter 1.
The second vehicle entry, the American Prisoners of War, Chapter 1, as Dan just said. We just saw Sam Banuelos. Do you know that he started working in the fields at the age of 9?
Yeah.
Never even attended high school because
That's
he needed
kind of a
to
late
work?
start, isn't it, for back then?
9?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
We
According
should
to my
go back to
grandfather,
those
absolutely.
days, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should start our kids working a lot earlier.
All right, there
Hi
we are.
there.
Council Member Maxwell, thank you for your contribution and all that you do for the people of the city of Fresno. Thank you. Yeah, he's currently serving as the council president, and Tyler was born and raised in District 4, part of 4 generations before him who have also been called, who has called the district their home. Is that Nelson Esparza?
That's Nelson
There he is.
Esparza.
What a man, the legend. Good to have you here, Nelson.
He represents District 7. The whole team is here. And they want to let you know that they are accessible, they're present, and responsive to all your needs. And here comes Dr. Joaquin Arambula, who has proudly represented the 31st District that includes the city of Sanger. He is the first Latino physician elected to the Assembly and has worked diligently to address healthcare needs and to bring state funding and resources to the district. He's also championed workforce development and economic development programs. I know that he's been here in the Valley, well, forever? Can I say forever?
Forever.
Okay.
Yeah, forever, yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you. Good
I
to
also
see you,
noticed
Doctor.
he gave his speech without any notes. He was one of the few who did that.
That's
and I noticed
impressive.
that.
You can tell he's been doing
Been
that for a
doing this
long
for a
time.
while.
Yes.
I think he's
It's good to see your
educated.
daughter here with you as
Yeah.
well.
I also like to say that Joaquin Arambula just donated $2 million to a radio station, Radio Bilingue.
Oh, there we go.
So he didn't get a chance to say about that, but I was over presenting the check to Radio Bilingue. So he's doing a lot for the community too.
Oh, look, Nathan, now you've got a sweet ride. Two.
Yeah. Look at the one behind him, too.
One's
Yeah.
not enough.
Wow. He is honored to represent Fresno County in District 5. He is the son of an Air Force chaplain and pilot who loved the Lord and his country. Supervisor Magzik salutes all veterans and active military members. How are you, Nathan? Long time no see.
Nathan
Good
and
to see
I
you.
used to go to Mexico back in the 90s. He was
this the
part of
same
our
story?
missions team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say you were in Cabo.
No,
over at
no,
the-
with missions
No,
work.
okay. That's where I
thought that was going as well.
Yeah. All right, Nathan Magsek.
Accompanying Nathan is David Tangipa. He is a field representative and a candidate for California State Assembly District 8.
Yikes.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Look at this beautiful car, right?
Yeah, this is a good-
GTO.
GTO. They
Do you know who
refer-
makes GTOs?
You know what the nickname
No,
for the
do I?
GTO is?
See, here I thought I was going to sound smart by saying GTO, but no,
it's a
I do
goat.
not.
They refer to them as goats.
Oh.
There you go. Looking good. Air Force.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, hey. My gosh.
Now that's a nice Corvette. I
Wait.
love the color.
Smell those fumes?
Okay.
I don't see it.
Oh, the beauty queens are rolling up next in there.
That is a Thunderbird.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. How are you? Beauty queen and Miss Clovis? Miss Clovis 2023, Miss Gabriela Ramirez. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
I know you are a firm believer in bringing awareness to human trafficking, which we definitely appreciate because that's happening here in the Valley all the time and we don't even know it, right, Gabriela? Okay, you and I need to sit and talk, I can tell.
These cars are actually donated by the Ladybirds. It's an organization, obviously because of the Thunderbirds here, but we appreciate the Ladybirds being drivers and donating their
that's
cars so that
Nice.
these people can be shared with us through the parade route.
Yes. And this is Miss Teen Clovis.
Yes, look
Miss
at that.
Teen Clovis, Isabella Salcido from Clovis High School, correct? Yes. You see?
I went to Clovis High School.
Look, she's got
you
the
really?
wave down. She's got the wave.
Long time
yeah,
ago.
She's got the wave.
She's
Do
got the wave.
Do
Oh,
the wave,
I'm
yeah.
not a beauty queen, Dan, so I
Yes, you
I
are.
don't
In my
know.
book, you're a beauty queen.
Oh, you
Always have
guys.
been.
Do you see why I like to host
I
these
do.
with Dan? Do
I
you
see.
see this? And this is Miss City of Fresno.
There we go. Miss City of Fresno.
Miss City of Fresno. Amy Bishop. Another beauty
Yes.
in a beauty.
We're blessed to have all this beauty around us. And then Rash and I come out, we kind of balance it out for everybody.
We bring it back down.
Yeah, yeah.
A normalization
Yeah,
process.
normal. You know, we're going to have to move this table around a little bit. I'm right
You're in the sun.
Do you want to trade places, Dan?
We can kind of
We can
turn the table a
okay,
little bit,
okay, we
yeah.
can do that. And while we do that, we can see Assembly Member Esmeralda Soria coming down. She was elected to the California State Assembly in November of 2022 to represent the 27th District. She's a first-generation American and daughter of farm workers. Esmeralda knows firsthand about hard work and sacrifice, having worked alongside her parents in the Central Valley's ag fields throughout her childhood. She then worked her way through college and law school. She served as an educator, community advocate, and Fresno City Council member. How are you? I love the bubbles. Happy Veterans Day. She's led efforts to increase public safety and community development, created thousands of good-paying jobs, built affordable and accessible housing. She's tackled homelessness. Girl, what have you not done? You've done it all. She says there's a lot of work to be done. Yes, there is.
And who else do we have up there? I think that's
Annalisa Perea, yes.
Sneaking in there.
There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
She was unanimously appointed by the Fresno City Council In 2022, she was sworn into office in December of that year to fill the seat made available after Fresno City Council member Esmeralda Soria was sworn in on the 22nd. In addition to her position as Fresno City Council Vice President, Annalisa is a successful businesswoman and urban planner in the private sector, where she works extensively on local environmental, economic, and community development issues for cities throughout California. Her focus has been to expand park space for neighborhoods, design roadway improvements for children and through the parks, for the children, and to improve circulation flow. So we commend her for doing all of that.
A lot of work.
Here we find Miss Fresno volunteer, Mallory Parker. Good to see you, Mallory.
I would like to point out how well Alex just did as we moved the table around her.
Did you
She
see that?
continued to talk. Didn't miss a beat.
That's a true professional right there. No
that was
matter
skill.
what's going on.
Moved it right
she's
around her,
doing,
and she
yeah.
just kept right on going.
Yeah.
That's just somebody who likes to talk too much, I think. That's what I am.
She's been in this industry for such a long time. There's no weather can keep her back, no valley, no mountain.
Well, I don't know about that, but I sure am happy to be here. So I guess that's just comes with the territory, Dan. Ooh. And I've had a lot of coffee.
Yeah, there you go. Your coffee helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sure does. Personality in a cup is what I call it.
Okay, next, in this next division is the branch of service that we're honoring, which is the Marine Corps. And here we have Staff Sergeant Hicklin, who's our Distinguished Marine of Honor. Not to be confused with the Grand Marshal. The Grand Marshal is the Grand Marshal, but this is a Distinguished Marine of Honor. He's part of our Toys for Tots. He's part of the veterans group out of Congressman Costa's office. He's also on the advisory board for the VA hospital. He also is a mentor to the young Marines. I could go on and on about Staff Sergeant Hicklin. Yeah, I got one too. I got a purple one. Yeah, that's what they told me. It was a snack. Yeah, you got it. Congratulations, Staff Sergeant Hicklin. Love you, brother.
So we've got to ask, what is with the crayons? Right? Were you wondering the same thing?
That other branches of service
Uh-huh.
do this because Marines are, they look at us as like we're not intelligent, so they give us crayons. It's a banter thing that we do in between.
Inside joke.
But I consider it jealousy, envy. Not everybody can be a Marine, so then you're whatever else is left.
I wanted to ask you, Dan, as the staff sergeant moves on, I was looking at his stuff here. Sniper school, recon school, combat diver, jump school. Is that normal to have that
he's
many
done it
things?
all.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's done a lot, yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
I've done most all of that except for scuba. I didn't do the scuba stuff, but I did a lot of the jungle warfare, desert warfare, mountain warfare, water warfare. I've done it all, so.
That's pretty amazing, Dan. Wow.
Is this the Fresno High School Marching Band?
Yeah. Love the colors. Look at the feathers.
You can tell they love to perform. They performed at home football games, of course, parades, competitions, and community events. The band director is Corey Reynolds. Drum major is Miss Alyssa Reyes, and the assistant drum major is Jeremy Marin. Today, the band is performing their competition parade march. It's called Under the Double Eagle.
Hey, there he is, Don Lenz. This is Marine Corps League. Look who we have here, Russell,
Hi there,
young
love your
Marines.
float.
Good to see you all. Sandy is our young Marine mom right there. She takes care of all our Marines.
That is a Shelby Cobra and a hat.
A Shelley Cobra. Oh, that's the name
That's
of
the name
car.
of the car.
Oh, I thought maybe that was the name of the
Charlene.
That's Charlene, and the car is called what?
It's a Shelby Cobra.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, This is
Hi there.
Jordan. Jordan is the youth ambassador for the program of Toys for Tots, and their motto is Kids Helping Kids. And that's her proud mom, Jessica Montano. And we are so proud of Jordan. I knew Jordan when she was just knee-high to a cricket, and now look at her, she's an ambassador for
Very cool.
Toys for Tots.
Which, by the way, Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without Toys for Tots.
That's what my kids say too. They're like, it's not Toys for Tots until we're out there volunteering, helping, collecting toys, handing out toys. So, and this is Main Creek Pest Solutions, and they are both attached to Marine Corps. Just amazing guys. Justin and Brian are both the owners of Main Creek Pest Control, and we really appreciate them and what they do for the Marine Corps. It's a great honor to have them in the parade, and they've definitely earned a spot here.
Then we also have the American Legion Post 509 passing by on the limousine. We got the commander right in front of you. That's the first ride. And we have all the members. We have the SAL, the writers, and the auxiliary passing by. You know that the American Legion is very active in helping the community. And guess what? You are welcome to go and visit us because the American Legion is always active for all of you veterans.
American Legion Post 509 is actually a breakoff from Post 4. Years ago, Post 4, the oldest post in the area, grew to be so large that they had to split them, and that's where 509 came from.
And take a look at the float. There's a float here with all the families and members of the American Legion who get the opportunity to ride and present the American Legion Post 509. And I'm proud to be part of it. Take a look at all the families. Look at all those guys, the gentlemen.
Good to see
Good
you
job.
guys. Very good to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
American 509 has a lot to offer.
Yeah, they went out of order.
Yeah. Not a problem. Thanks.
So there were 3 limousines. In the first limousine, we saw Commander David Perez. Second limousine had the Auxiliary Unit 509 President Maxine Rodriguez. And the third limo has the Sons of the American Legion Commander, Beto Avalos. The patrol boat float is pulled by American Legion member Morgan Perry. So it's good to have them here. And there's a Fresno Bombs Car Club, and that was led by President Albert, it says.
Look at that car. What kind of car is that?
Brian?
Plymouth.
There you go. It's right there. It's right there.
Well, it says it's so fancy on the car that I've never seen that before because I'm noticing the little puppy dog inside the car. So
Yeah. That's an air conditioning unit sitting out of the window. That was the way they did air conditioning way
that
back
is the
when.
Fresno Bombs Car Club.
This is a Chevy pickup right here. This is an old step side Chevy pickup. Looking good.
Hi. Oh, it looks like the car from the movie, The Cars. Remember the truck in the car? Doesn't it?
Mater?
right.
Looks like Mater? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, doesn't it? A
It
little
does
bit.
look a little like Mater. That's
Okay.
true.
Mater is participating in today's parade.
Then I want to present you this captain, selected mayor. Come on over here, sir. This gentleman here served in the Marine Corps, but actually you're still serving, right? So can I introduce him to you?
Yes, please.
Hey there, Nick Richardson, Captain, United States Marine Corps, helicopter pilot by trade, now forward air controller, born and raised here in the area, and Not going to campaign on city grounds, but keep your eye out for my name. I'm here to continue serving.
Thank you, Captain.
Hurrah.
Good
Looking
to talk
for your
to you.
name. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Good.
Thank you.
Way to
Thank you for
go,
your service,
Skipper.
and happy birthday, Marine. Semper Fi.
Boy, look at this Chevy. This is, I'm thinking it's a 55, 56. 56. There we go. I was
Wow.
close. Should have stuck with my first intuition of 56. Convertible. Beautiful. American Ambulance.
They've been serving the community for more than 35 years. They are the sole 911 provider for the exclusive operating area of Fresno County and Kings County here in Central California.
I just recently got a ride from American Ambulance from the VA hospital here all the way to Travis Air Force Base up in Sacramento.
You just hitched a ride. Nothing was wrong with you.
No, there
okay.
was definitely something wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, okay.
Yeah.
Dan.
Dan just takes the ambulance
all
just
the
for
way.
fun, is what you were
Yeah,
trying to say?
all the way to Travis Air Force
I'm sure they
Base.
took very, very good
Very
care
good
of you,
care of me,
right?
yes.
You know, they treat and respond to about 135,000 calls every year, and they employ more than 550 personnel.
Thank you for your service.
The American Red
Cross.
Cross Disaster Relief.
The American Red Cross prevents and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors all over the world.
They really do roll up their sleeves and they donate time, money, and blood. Boy, whenever there's an emergency, they are there, ready to help. Whenever the need arises, that's what they do, the American Red Cross. And when you're in an emergency situation, these are the people that you want to see.
That's right.
Oh, my.
I can't tell you what that one is. I don't know.
A mini bike. Looks like a mini bike out there.
Gabrielino Tonga Nation. Yes?
Yes.
They are here representing in their regalia. Oh, there they go.
Oh,
That's what you heard.
that looks fun.
Wow. That's a tiny
A whole
bike.
show here.
It looks they've got their family members here. Many of whom are veterans. And love how they're carrying pictures of their family members. I love your regalia. And they're here to honor all elders. We should all honor our elders every day. Thank
That's
you
right.
for reminding us.
And we appreciate Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating for being a part and pulling the trailer, giving rides to the family. We could only hope that that guy runs out of gas. Yeah. Oh,
They've
okay.
got plenty of gas, they say. You know, the Tonga Nation, they are great hunters and fishermen, and they're known for their basket weaving, as well as teaching their children the ways of their people through storytelling. And as we grow older, that's all we have sometimes is our stories to tell.
That's right.
And motorbike riding, apparently.
And
as well.
motorbike riding
Yeah.
is very popular in their nation.
Thank
yes.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
coming up is the Indigenous Warriors Flag Group of Central California. It consists of the Lipan Apache tribe of Texas, and I know my brother Rich Gonzalez came all the way out from Texas, and he's involved in this group, and we appreciate him. His brother Frank lives here, so we see Frank all the time. Rich, we don't see as often. Sometimes I wish it was the other way around, but no, I love Frank. Frank's good people. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, they are rich in history
Yes, they are.
and Native American ancestry as well, and I love to see that. And I love to see them participate in the parade because they also participate in funerals to military veterans as well as Native Americans. So they do a lot throughout the year. And all the way from Texas.
All the way from Texas. Smell that incense?
I do.
Yeah, that's very serious to them. It's ceremonial, and it's a blessing. It's a cleansing. It wards off spirits. It's quite the deal.
Wow.
Normally in the morning, they'll come and do the route before us, before the parade even starts.
Oh, to bless the parade?
Yeah.
I love that.
Is that cool?
That is cool
That
the way
is
she
so
does
cool.
that.
Yes.
I love those headdresses. Those
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you to Tom Bonner Ranch for the donation of the truck. We really appreciate that very much.
This is the Picayune Rancheria. Did I say that correctly? Oh, look how great they look with the little ones dancing behind them. They are of the Chukchansi tribe. They're Native American tribe. They're a Native American tribe that originates from the Coarse Gold Mountains. They proudly carry a rich and vibrant culture heritage, as you can see. You know, for generations, the Chukchansi people have flourished in the region, maintaining a profound connection to the land that sustains them. And today, they're paying tribute to the brave men and women of the Chukchansi tribe who have served their homelands.
So what do you think at the end of the parade route? Are we still going to have that kind of energy?
With the kids?
Yeah.
We don't. No, yes, the kids will still have it.
Absolutely. Yes.
That was
they
you or
will.
me. I don't think we make it to the other block.
we'd get it to about Fresno, and that'd be it.
Dan,
Where's our backup?
at least you can get up there on the stage and show us that kind of move. You know, the old move they used to have?
Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore?
The one move you had?
Yeah, the one move I had. I got so many different not original parts anymore. Shoulders, knees, they're all replaced with
So you're a
prosthetic
breakdancing
implants.
aficionado is what you're saying.
Well, the side straight haps and the
I gave a new
push-ups.
definition to
You're right.
breakdancing. Everything broke. All right, honoring our veterans.
Oh, here we have the Comcast Corporation. They are incorporated and actually headquartered in Philadelphia. But they are the largest American multinational telecommunications and media conglomerate. The corporation is the second largest broadcasting and cable television company in the world by revenue, of course. This is behind AT&T. And they're also the largest paid TV company, largest cable TV company, largest home internet service provider here in the United States. And they are the nation's third largest home telephone service provider that provide services to U.S. residential and commercial customers in 40 states.
Dan, I'd like to say about the 988, for those people, those veterans that are in need, they need to talk to someone. Dial 988 to get the support. That is a great, great contribution because there's so many suicide veterans, and we need to prevent that. So we let them know about the 988 call.
We on the Comcast side, they're actually live streaming this parade. I believe on channel 99 or something. It's in the 90s.
You're getting a head nod.
I'm getting a nod, so we're good. So they're live streaming this. We appreciate that very much. Yeah, and as our interviewer was saying, there's a lot of services provided to our veterans and their families, and a lot of them are right here with the Central California Healthcare. And this is Mary Golden, a true friend and a very concerned person and contributor to helping our veterans. Mary, thank you so much for all you do. Love you too, Mary. Hoorah, look at what we have here. Gosh, unbelievable.
Dan, I like how you know so many of these people personally.
Yes, I
Your
know.
involvement in this is very evident to anyone who...
And it's probably because I've had my picture in the post office for so long. People know me now. Veterans Affairs Police. Boy, those guys, they don't have an easy life, man. There's a lot going on there. All right, look at this. So this is Lucas and Mario. They're both working at the VA hospital, and those are Lucas's kids, and they're dressed up in Marine camis, looking good. We certainly appreciate all that Mario Master Guns does, and also what Corporal Lucas does for our veterans.
I don't know.
All right, coming up is the VA Central California Healthcare System. They have proudly served veterans throughout the Central Valley for 70 years, maybe even more.
Yeah, we had the opportunity of listening to the interim director, Connie, earlier, Dr. Connie, who spoke earlier, and she's the director right now for the VA that we have here in Fresno. And I can tell you from experience that our VA hospital here in Fresno has always been in the top 5 nationwide.
Wow.
Good to see you all. Thank you for all you do.
They have a police service, they have a volunteer transportation program, a systems program, and they were established in California in 1921. So they're celebrating over a century of service to our nation's
That's right.
heroes. Those whistles only mean one thing. A band is coming up, and this band is the Los Banos Junior High School Marching Band.
Los what?
Banos?
Baños.
Baños.
Come on, girl. Come
No,
on.
it doesn't have an ñ. See,
Okay.
no, Banos, Baños, however you like to say it, they're
Yes.
looking good today.
Yeah.
They're under the direction of Stephen Rodney, color guard director Pamela Ortiz, and they're playing Bluebell March.
Now, you played clarinet. I played the saxophone through junior high school.
Oh, see, you guys were too cool for school, the
It's true.
sax players.
That's
When
true.
we were in the, you guys, you were untouchable, those sax players. I'm sure you were first row, first chair.
I was second chair most of the time that I was
You're a
there.
bragger.
And I was in the jazz band as well.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not
to
bragging.
brag? Okay.
Okay, I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm a front man for our band. I used to play guitar. Now I just do lead vocals and harmonica.
Harmonica?
So, yeah.
You do it all.
I wish
You're
I had that
musical
skill.
too? The Military Order of
Look
the
at this,
Purple
the
Heart is
Purple
waving.
Hearts. We thank you so much, Purple Hearts. I love they get to wear this beautiful lavender purple color. Look at that. Yeah. Man. But it took a lot to get that.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all for your sacrifice.
Dan, I want to introduce you to Miss Valerie here.
Yeah, there's Valerie.
I want to ask her how she volunteered to do all these programs. Can she tell us about that?
During my year as Miss Fresno County 2011, I appeared and did a bunch of events. I sang at several events all over town, and the veteran community was where I discovered, all those events at. And I just fell in love with our military and our veterans, and just being able to honor and serve in that way. So, yeah.
That's what we need, a veteran appreciation. So thank you, Valerie.
If you're interested in joining the Army, we have the Army recruiting here, and we also have a lot of the canopies further down the road here for all, if you're interested in Fresno Police Department, Sheriff's Department, Army, Navy, Marine Corps. They're all down this street, but we just really appreciate what the military has done, and if you want to be a part of that, here's your opportunity. Hoorah. Nicely done.
The Joint Military Assistance Command that provide military funeral honors for the families of deceased veterans.
Dan, while we're talking about recruiting, I'm curious, what led you to the Marines other than other branches of the military?
If somebody would have asked me an hour before, I would have said, not a chance. But I was full-time college, full-time working, and I was just getting run down, didn't see a future. And I looked at my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and a Marine Corps commercial came on during Vietnam, and I said, I'm joining tomorrow. And that morning I joined, and that was it.
Wow.
Then I thought I was only going to do 4 years. I ended up doing 23 years.
Wow.
It was nuts.
It really changed the course of your life, huh?
Yeah, they did.
That one decision.
Yeah, one decision.
That happens sometimes.
It does. Would you like to drive one of these, Alex?
They look lovely.
They go
but
underwater.
I think I'd rather stick to my little SUV.
They go underwater. Good to see you. Look at you.
They have a nice loud horn.
Yes.
Tell us about these, I don't know, they're vehicles, but what are they used for?
So these are, the way they're set up right now, these are troop transporters.
Okay.
But if you take the guardrails and move them up, or the seating rails, then you can use them for the bed loads where you can put things in them. They will cruise on the freeway. They have great speed and all.
Wow.
These, when they first came out, they referred to these as dragon wagons, and they were like a tractor front end and had a trailer that they towed on the back. And if they went over 10 or 15 miles an hour without the trailer and slammed on their brakes, they'd actually tilt forward.
What do they use that last one there for?
Those are, that one is for towing. So,
what do they tow?
Whatever they can tow. They can move tanks. They can move,
heavy equipment.
other trucks. Okay, now this is a ghillie suit. They have different colored ghillie suits. This one is obviously for what, Alex?
Well,
snow. You're right.
There you
Okay,
go.
snow.
I was just gonna
Thank
say
you very much. Good girl. So yeah, this one is for snow, and even the weapon is camouflaged to blend in with the snow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And this was what I've learned today.
Now, they'll take those, if they're using like a jungle one, they'll take leaves and things from around them and
or
actually
you can,
attach them.
like I have, Stefan Hicklin, who went by, he has a ghillie suit, a jungle one. Then they have the desert ones, and The Air Force has ones that are blue, so when they're up in the sky,
Right.
nobody sees. Sure. Looky here. Good deal. These trucks, they've been around a long, long time. They're great transporters.
But nowadays, Dan,
you can't throw candy from the trailers. You can't throw candies from the trailers.
Do not throw candy, please.
Yes. Yeah, do not throw candy from the trailers,
Dan, I
please.
was going to tell you that back in my days when I was in service, we went to a combat training in Alaska, and we didn't have that kind of uniform, so we had to do it all from a camouflage uniform, and it was cold.
Yeah.
Trust me.
These are H1 Hummers. This is what they started out with, and then eventually they went to the ones that you're going to see down there that are more fortified. A lot of times when we rode around in those, we would put layers of sandbags on our floorboards to help us from IEDs. All right, Army Reserve Career Group, 11th Battalion, Area 2, Staff Sergeant Nicholas. And what do we have here? Hi. Smile. Smile. She's not smiling. Smile. All right, there we go.
That was
Smile,
a
you've
flat
got
out
a long
refusal.
way to
No.
go.
Yeah.
I've got teenagers. I know how that goes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good to see you all. Thank you so much for being in the parade. This is the Army National Guard. California Army National Guard represented here as a recruit sustainment program and the recruiters that mentor and train them. The National Guard has over 150 jobs that you can potentially choose. And if you are at all interested in becoming part of the California Army National Guard, feel free to reach out to one of the great recruiters to get a pathway started. Become part of protecting California and earning related work experience and pay. We're looking for people between the ages of 17 and 34. I think I just missed that. I think.
It's that birthday you had.
Yeah, I think
gotcha.
that was that birthday that did it to me.
The California Cadet Corps 5th Brigade is coming up. They were started in 1911 by Brigadier General Edwin Alexander Forbes. This is an applied leadership program for schools. It's represented today in the 5th Brigade, which includes Yosemite High School, 66th Battalion, Oak Creek Intermediate, 408th Battalion, Wasuma Elementary, 412th Battalion, and Oakhurst Elementary, 407th Battalion schools. They've been turning leaders since
Go ahead.
for more than 100 years, right?
That's right.
These kids have become leaders.
These are real special groups because this is all done aside from their daily academics. They still have to perform and keep a certain grade point average to be a part of this group. And then within this group, they have a lot going on as well.
And that's tough to do for teenagers. You have teenagers. You know
do.
how much they're doing
Yes.
lately. All right, passing us by is the 2 Green Berets from Selma. They're 2 best friends. Louis Harris Jr. and Alf Ramirez, they grew up together in Selma, California. Now in their late 80s, they began their journey in 2nd grade.
Now we have Fresno State Army ROTC Leadership Staff and Cadets, the Military Science and Leadership Program at California State University Fresno prepares highly qualified and talented students for careers in the U.S. Army.
Followed by the Fresno High School Junior ROTC program. Fresno High School Army JROTC Warrior Battalion, established back in 1996, has maintained its goal to honor all veterans, past and present, by participating in Fresno Veterans Day parades ever since.
There you go. Okay, I got to mention this one. Okay. Pat Garza and Stephanie Garza are in this truck. They go to my church. Love these guys. Pat is a first sergeant for the Army. And did he shave?
He did.
Yeah, he
Yes, he
shaved.
did.
Good man. All right.
Just for you, Dan.
Yeah, this is Rock Harbor. Pat and Stephanie run a group at our church for veterans that are dealing with issues, trying to readjust back into the civilian life, family life, things like that.
And I want to present you the 8900, VFW 8900, that are working hard to get their building up. As you know, they had an accident, and they've been very active raising funds so they can go back into business. So thank you to the BFW for a well job done. And look at all the volunteers, the auxiliary. I'm proud to see that. Thank you.
You ladies look beautiful today.
Ladies Auxiliary, the backbone of every successful
Everything?
Yeah.
Of everything,
Yeah.
right? It says, I agree.
Yes. You know what they say, behind every successful man is a woman rolling her eyes.
She says, that ain't no joke.
No, it's not a joke. No.
BSA Troop 8900, River Cleanup.
We also had the what's it there? The Association of the United States Army.
Hi there. Look at these great floats, all these happy faces waving the American flag.
How many troops could you put in one of those things, Dan?
As many as you can stack.
Right.
Yeah. There's no safety.
No limit.
Yeah. There's. We don't have the same kind of safety stuff. If you're out on a civilian road, yeah, then you can. You know, they'll pull you over. But other than that, it's whatever
Squeeze
you can
in.
pack in there. And I tell you what, guys they'll stack too high if they don't have to march anymore.
We just saw Major General Castillo, who was doing the special dedication to the POW MIA at the Clovis Memorial. It was such a great honor. I was part of it, and he did such a great job to get it together. So we just passed that over there, passing right now, Major General Castillo.
We want to thank everyone who's been out here and got here early this morning to join us in the parade. It's really a beautiful day. I remember in years past, sometimes it would be too cold, sometimes it would be too hot, but today is perfect. Okay, here we have the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 5845 from Biola. Welcome and thank you for being here, guys.
Good to have you here.
Yeah. They were established in 1946, I hear.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Where's the smog patrol when you need them, right?
Oh, look at that. That boy.
Legends
There you
Parade.
go.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hybrid electrical car, isn't
Right,
it?
yes,
there
totally,
you go.
100%.
Yeah. Smell that nitrous. Thanks. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's another electrical car right there. Yeah. This is all still from the VFW post, 5845 Biola.
They are a nonprofit veteran service organization comprised of eligible veterans and military service members from the active, Guard, and Reserve forces. They are instrumental in establishing the Veterans Administration development of the National Cemetery System and fight for
Hey, I want to
compensation
see your
for Vietnam
driver's
vets.
license.
Oh yeah, he looks a little
Where's
young
your
to be sitting.
He's faster than me. I'm sure of it. I bet that guy's faster than me too.
Oh, look at that guy. Man, he's got focus, right?
Yeah.
Look at him. Man. You can't get his attention.
No.
There you go. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out here.
That looks fun. The night out watching all those cars race around.
Okay, so every year we get Henry Cedillo comes out here, and his son has been so instrumental in making sure that we remember him in memory of Juan. He was one of the last surviving members in this area of the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh, wow.
There were 81,000 American casualties.
Yep.
In that.
Yeah, and I want to introduce this lady, Leslie. I want her to introduce herself and see what she's doing for the city of Fresno. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Lacey Bolander, and I'm a criminal investigator for the Department of Veterans Affairs Police here in Fresno. Been here for about a year and a half, and I'm really grateful to serve our veterans in our community. I'm also a veteran myself.
So what do you think about the parade?
I think it's fantastic. This is the best parade in the entire country. I'm so grateful to be here.
What is the best part that you know, or what do you like most about the parade, today's parade?
I like that that we as police officers and veterans and things like that can come together and work together and visit each other and just be happy. I'm so grateful for the sense of community in this area.
I believe that women are very important, and it's not just men. I believe that women also participate, and we gotta recognize that. That's why I asked you to come over here. So say something for the women that are working to help the city.
Let's see. Want to put me on the spot. The women in our community are very important, and as veterans, we need to support each other. And we were just at the stand-up a couple of weeks ago, and if you haven't been to that, it's very important. It's women veterans helping other women veterans, and so please come out and support. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Give her a hands of applause for the good job. So thank you very much for coming over and introduce yourself. Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Well, thank you, Leslie. I know you were put on the spot, but you did fantastic.
It's always difficult.
Yeah, it is. But you did great. Coming up here is the Edison Golden Brigade Band, the Edison Band, I should say. You can't have a parade without the bands, right?
Several bands. Bands make parades.
Yes, they sure do. This is Division 3. Obviously from Fresno. We're so glad to have you guys here. Yes, what a great school. They are under the direction of Director Bradley Fema and Chuck Selenitro, Color Guard Director Mercedes Trejo, and Percussion Director Josh Ampad. Yes.
I think next up we have Naval Air Station Lemoore coming in with a beautiful Ford right there in the front. Not a lot of trucks, a lot of cars today. Not a lot of trucks like that. That's
a nice one.
That's a nice one.
It's a 1959.
NAS Lemoore is home to Commander Strike Fighter Wing and Commander Joint Strike Fighter Wing. More than half of the Navy's FA-18 Super Hornet aircraft reside right there in Lemoore. It's the only Navy installation to house F-35C Lightning IIs. Lemoore hosts 16 operational strike fighter squadrons. That's a lot of airplanes.
It is.
Lemoore. And those things are fast. Always wanted to be a fighter pilot when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
My grandfather was a bombardier in World War II and always liked airplanes ever since I was little.
Maybe you could have been in the movie.
Could have been. Turns out actual fighter pilot life's not like movie fighter pilot life.
Yeah,
I learned
real
that.
fighter ones, yeah.
It became a little bit more difficult. No, smart guys, takes a lot to fly those things.
Commander Lieutenant Bill Young is here. He's from the VFW Post 5057. They help promote, they help homeless veterans with food and clothing, and they support the Fresno Squadron of the Sea Cadets with a place to hold their meetings and storage area for their equipment. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Here comes Break the Barriers.
What a great organization that we are fortunate enough to have here in the Central Valley. Break the Barriers. They are a national role model for inclusion, education. They impact millions of lives around the world. They've been here since 1982. Break the Barriers Free Veterans and Active Duty Year-Round Program is the largest recreation center for vets in the nation.
Now, the stage that we have here right now was donated to us by Donna G. Sales. They just got done doing a real big promotion for Break the Barriers as well. So Donna G helps all these different veterans organizations, and then these veterans organizations help the veterans. So it's kind of just a domino effect, trickle down. That Reagan started. No, I'm kidding. But it's kind of that trickle down thing where you get somebody like Donna G that helps these other organizations, and then it makes it possible for those organizations to help our veterans. The cavalry guy here with his hat, look at that. Hoorah. When I see that hat, it reminds me of Robert Duvall, where he said, napalm in the morning, smells like victory. There you go. He knows.
He knows.
He knows. Yeah, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. There you go. Smells like victory. Hoorah.
Dan, I got someone to introduce you.
Okay.
How about introduce yourself?
Okay. Hi, my name is Claudia Solis, and I am from the Public Affairs Office at VA Central California Healthcare System.
What do you think about the parade?
I think it's fantastic. I have enjoyed watching all of the floats, the cultural entries, our VA entries as well. We had our VA police, our transportation program, which allows veterans to get to their appointments for free when they're...
What is the most important about the parade?
The most important thing about the parade is just being out here in the community and, being able to see all the veterans who have served and to honor them and to just remember all that they've done for our country.
Thank you very much. She said it. She is all for the veterans, so I appreciate what she's doing. Thank you very much for coming over and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Javier. We just saw the Fresno American Indian Health Project pass us by. They're a Native American organization serving the community since 2012. They help with medical and pediatric services, behavioral health, youth services, case management, and substance abuse counseling. And by the way, on November 18th, the Fresno American Indian Help will be holding their annual Native Days Car and Bike Show. This event is free to the community, so go check it out. It's right here in Fresno at 1551 East Shaw, so don't miss that if you can. Combat wounded, Vietnam veteran, riding past us now. Thank you for your service.
Purple Heart.
Purple Heart. Was that Eli Munoz? Is that who that was?
I think that's right, yes.
He is driving the Ford F-100 Ranger XLT pickup truck, 1973. Thank you very much.
Just by what it looked like.
just by looking at it. You
She
didn't
saw
even
it,
have
and Alex
to
said, I know what
read
that one is.
I know my Ford trucks.
I know my Ford truck.
That, and I'm reading the prompts.
I'm trying to help you out
I
here.
know, right? I know, but I cannot tell a lie. The Fresno County Veteran Service Office.
Hoorah, brother. Good to see you. Nice. Thank you. Play it. Turn it up.
Hi. They also provide service for obviously veterans, their service members, dependents, and survivors. They
Thank you.
provide employment. They
Thank
have
you very much, Michelle.
resource fairs, mental health referrals. They sure do a lot for our veterans here in the Valley.
Next up is the
Hi.
Girl Scouts, Unit 65. Girl Scouts of Central California, Unit 65, is proud to be marching in this year's Veterans Day Parade. The Girl Scouts has been around for about 112 years. 112
Wow.
years of
They
Girl
look
Scouts?
so young.
I know.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
I want to look like that when I'm 112. Look at
The
that.
Mighty Mighty Girl Scouts.
Yes.
I see some brownies in there too. Hi, girls.
Very nice.
Oh, cookies in February.
Cookie season.
When's
They're
the
reminding
cookies? All right, I'll take a case.
They'll get you. They'll get you.
Good, good, good.
What a good group. Big group of Girl Scouts.
You know, right before the Girl Scouts, when they were showing the Fresno County Vet Center, Michelle Blevins was one of the girls that came up, probably one of the best veteran service officers in the area. Her husband is a Marine, and she is so committed and dedicated. Her boss, Kyle, runs the office. They are so good for veterans. They're over on Shaw and 6th area. Here we go, Fresno State, Central California for excellence in nursing. Nurses are so good. They do everything, and if a doctor makes a mistake, the nurse has to clean it up somehow.
What would we
you know.
do without nurses?
I know.
They
I know.
are. And Fresno State has been honoring nurses for a long time. They're honoring their military nurses of 2023.
Here comes Central East and Central High School pep and cheer. Woo! If I'm not mistaken, the Central High School football team just won a playoff game on.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. All right.
They like that, right? They like
Yeah.
that.
Man, they needed 2 trailers to haul this group. That's great. Good for you guys. Give me one more cheer. All right.
No small feat. They beat a previously undefeated team to win their game last week. Yeah,
Is that
so
amazing?
They'll be down in Bakersfield again next weekend.
Here's the Veteran Resource Center. Hoorah. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
They're making sure we are on point.
Yeah, we were wondering. We're like, wow, who could these guys be? Thank you.
I think that's what all entries should do from now on.
Good,
Yell at us.
Yeah, just yell, we are.
Yeah, they just set the bar right there,
They
man.
did.
Everybody's got to do that. So good to see you all. And you're going to be our future what? There you
EMTs.
go. All right. Hi. Hoorah. Look at it again. What do you want, Lucas? I already identified you, brother. Come on. Appreciate you.
Fresno City College of Fire Technology.
Yeah.
Learning early, good for them. Oh, here we have the Fresno State Student Veterans Organization. Go Bulldogs.
Hoorah.
They were established in
Bulldogs.
2009. The chapter is under one of the largest national organization of veterans here. So good for them.
Nice. This is Harry Paul and his lady. Good to see him. And in the back is Gabe. Gabe's a retired sergeant major in the Army. Look at him. Just exuding
Cool.
leadership, command.
Calm,
Come
cool.
on, Gabe.
Uninterested in being made a point of.
I think so.
Now I got to answer to that later, man.
I'm impressed by your knowledge of everybody's
Right,
names.
absolutely.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
I try.
I forget my kids' names sometimes.
Good to see you guys. Looking good. The fact that they have a multicolored cap, the white and the blue, means that they're a district and higher in the American Legion. So quite accomplishment. Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 8470 out of Kerman. They call those half tracks.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah, it's a half track. They don't have high speed by any means, but they do have the traction. They can pretty much snow, sand, swamp, whatever. All right. Jim Savage. All right. Come on, let's go. Jim Savage, people. Let's make some noise. Yeah. All right. All right. Iron Horse Ranch, Sanger. Little represent. There we go. And who do we have here? There we go. Jim Savage still.
These
All
look
right.
like, I know clampers when I
Looking
see clampers.
good.
These are, we got clampers here.
The clampers. Absolutely. Yeah.
Then we got this gentleman who belongs to that organization, the Jim Savage, Nick Richardson, who is here with us, and he knows about all those volunteers, and so he's also a volunteer for that program. So I'm proud to know this gentleman who is a Marine, Semper Fi Marine.
There you go. There's the Cav, a seventh Cav. These guys have been around a long, long time. They got quite the history. Our president of the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade, Cruz Queller, he's part of that organization. Injured in Vietnam, has a Purple Heart.
This is the McLean High School Marching Band and their cheer team. The Highlanders of McLean High School, under the direction of music director Sean Solti. Their coaches, Mateo Silva, drum major Antonio Morales, and drum captain Emmett Stein. They'll be performing a patriotic salute arranged by Ralph Ford.
Yeah.
They
Makes
sound
you want to
good.
move, huh?
It makes you want to get up and move.
It's probably the loudest drum line we've seen so far today.
I was going to say.
Very, very good. You guys got my vote. Okay, Air National Guard. Those suits, they weigh about what, 5 pounds? About 100 pounds with everything on. That is an amazing suit to have to wear. But if it ever has to be used, you're glad you have it. Explosive ordnance.
Is that what that? Tell us what a scenario.
Those are the guys who walk in to deal with a suspicious explosive device. They'll get the explosives and they'll put it in this container right here. Hopefully, in between, there's no detonation of the device. But those guys, those suits are special. They're made so that they don't have any metal or anything that's magnetic on them that can possibly set off an explosive. They look like just a suit, but there's more to it than that.
They're usually called upon by the governor when needed, correct?
Right.
Yes.
The Air National Guard is a lot more busy than people give them credit for. They're constantly patrolling our West Coast. Constantly. Oh, look at this poor guy who's laying out here.
I was a little worried there for a minute.
Yeah, I am too.
Someone didn't make it.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
Mouth to mouth right now. Give him mouth to mouth. A little CPR.
I think it's a little late for that.
Chest compressions. Come on. Treat for shock, elevate the baddie, all that stuff, you know? All right. The United States Air Force, the 144, they're like their own city. They got their own police, their own fire department, their own bomb squad. They got it all. They're like their own little city there. Good to have you all here.
I love to see them bring their families and kids, be a part of the parade. This is the Fresno State Air Force, ROTC.
ROTC, the up-and-comers.
The graduates go on to be commissioned officers in the active duty Air Force and Space Force.
Well,
Wow.
look at this unit right here. These guys
This is
are
a
sharp.
Duncan
Very
Polytechnical High School.
Look at how long her
Look
hair
at
is.
this. That's beautiful.
My hair was like that.
Up until a couple years ago,
It
right?
never was like that. My hair was like Carlos Santana. It went out that way. There you go. Yeah. All right. It's good to have you all here. Great organization. They are very sharp looking.
And they are nationally respected Stallion Squadron.
I bet.
They began in 1986. This amazing high school trains and graduates students into many professions, such as medical careers, technology, manufacturing, pharmacy, robotics, automotive repair, heavy truck repair, nursing, and construction. Very successful kids. They have won the National Distinguished Unit Award 13 straight years. And who do we have here?
It's American
Squaw Valley Legion
Squaw
Post.
Valley, yeah.
621.
Tell us about them, Rash.
The American Legion Post 621 Squaw Valley is pleased to be part of this year's parade. Each year they look forward to coming to downtown Fresno and being part of the biggest Veterans Day parade in the nation. The biggest.
That's right, Rash.
That's what I'm told.
Right.
That's
You
what
got
I'm
it
sticking
right,
with.
brother.
This year's Veterans Day, they have a few distinguished members riding with them. Chapel Army veteran, Les Chapel Army veteran, one of their past commanders, Richard Maccabee. Sorry, my fault. My apologies. He's a veteran. He's an Army veteran of World War II. Russell Dick is a U.S. Marine Corps veteran. Star Myers, a U.S. Air Force veteran. The post, like all American Legion posts, is involved with their local community, and they take their mission very seriously.
Let's recognize the Blue Stars moms because they make so much.
Oh, the Blue
for
Star
the veterans.
Moms.
The Blue Star moms are
Yay.
very important because they do believe in their sons, their families. So thank you for what you're doing.
Hey, can we get a Blue Star mom to go over by our roving interviewer and maybe say a little something, please? Javier, come on out here and interview her, please.
We have to mention that the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post
I gotta
320.
stay behind the speaker,
25 from
otherwise
Clovis just passed
I'm not
by.
going to be able to say anything. But I want you to please come on over. All of you are Blue Star moms, right? I like you to say something about what your specialty, and why are you doing this? So please give us a 30-second story.
Absolutely. So our children are serving, so we serve. Not only do we serve our veteran community, our active duty military, but we serve each other as moms. We support each other during hard times when our children are deployed, such as now. We are in the process of collecting donations to send care packages to the troops who cannot be home for the holidays.
Where can they send those donations?
Monetary donations can be made on our website, centralvalleybluestarmoms.com, and we also have donation boxes throughout the community. Batter Up Pancakes in Clovis and Fresno is one of our main sponsors where you can drop off a non-perishable item.
And where are you located exactly? Where's the building located? Where are you building? Where is all the Blue Star Moms get together?
We meet monthly on the last Wednesday of the month. On the last Thursday, it changed. And we meet at the American Legion Post 147 in Clovis.
And at Post 147, what is the address? It's 4th Street, right?
4th and Woodward.
4th Street and Woodward in Clovis, California. So if you want to support the Blue Stars Mom, there's a very important issue. Oh, she's shy. She doesn't want to get on the microphone. You want to come over and say something? Oh, there's also shy. Why is it that all you women are shy on getting on the microphone? Come on, say one more thing. Your name?
Marisol Gonzalez.
And her name?
Debbie Mullen.
And her name?
Rachel Coulter.
How many members do you have?
At this time, we have 65 to 70 members and associate members. So if you want to join us to help, you can be an associate member. There's no cost, and you don't have to have a child serving. You can just love our military and want to support.
Well, yes, that took the words out of my mouth, and I was going to ask her, what do you need to qualify to be part of the Blue Stars Mom? But she just said it all. You don't need anything. You just need to come over and support this organization, because this is what happened. They are moms of veterans, and it is very important because they build packages to send to the military overseas. So one last thing that I want you to say. Why did you decide to come over to the parade?
We're here to honor all our veterans. We appreciate their sacrifice to our country. We're here for our children, like I said, and we will always be here to support our military active, our veterans, and the future.
Last question I'm going to have, Dan. Your mom, you are mom, right?
Yes.
Do you have any sons in the military, and what are they? Army, Marine, Air Force, or what are they?
My son is now a veteran. He is a combat veteran, and he is a Marine. Hoorah!
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 All right, we're going to take it back now. We've had quite a few organizations that have gone by.
My name is Rachel Coulter.
So let's catch up with who all we've passed. Hey, Hernandez, Javier.
Yes.
Take a break.
Thank you, Javier. Thank you, ladies. We do want to mention that we saw the...
Thank you to the Blue Stars Moms.
The Civil Air Patrol Auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force passed us by. They were created 81 years ago. We also saw Moms for America. They were founded in 2004. They passed by earlier, and they are formerly known as the Homemakers for America. They're a nonprofit organization, and they participated in the parade today. Familia Unidos Car Club. They're a family-oriented car club that focuses on the community and, of course, having a good time by accomplishing their intended mission and goal. The Hmong Heritage.
That's who's rolling up right now.
There you go. I hope I caught us up.
We have the Hmong TV station is here and radio station is here. I got to do an interview at their station with Paula, and great organization. I've known Paula for probably 20 years.
And they were formed to protect, preserve, and promote the Hmong culture, the history, and the people. Hmong Heritage wants to bring change to advance inclusion and equity for the Hmong people, and their activities include...
Good to see you, Paula. Great.
Hi, you look beautiful.
I know she does.
Dan was actually mentioning how beautiful your regalia was earlier.
Yeah. Well, I pointed you out earlier today, and I said, look at that. Gorgeous. All right.
The San Joaquin Valley Veterans. They're a project of West Care. They serve our veterans and their families with funding through supportive services. They're able to serve Madera, Merced, King, San Joaquin, Stanislaus, and Tulare counties. And their services include housing assistance, life skills workshops, vocational training for all you young kiddos, right? Yay, good to see you here.
Next up is the 22's Militia.
All right.
A local veterans 501c nonprofit organization.
Where's Eric and where's Dee? All right, come on. Where's Sammy? I don't see Sammy out there. Baby. That's going to be the excuse, huh?
Baby.
That's a good one.
You got it. Tell Sammy, not good enough. She could have brought the baby out here, too. You let her know.
Hey, we've seen babies. There's been plenty of babies in this parade.
Tell her Grandpa has not seen the baby yet. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Same to you. Michael Marr. Not Michael Marr for Congress. Is the same guy that I know? There he is, man.
Unless there's another one.
So Michael Marr is a Navy veteran. Then he had to get medically discharged, and then he went on to the FBI, got FBI Agent of the Year.
Wow.
And then now he's here in Fresno and in a different occupation, and he's running for Congress.
Sounds like a Netflix movie.
I know, doesn't it?
Yes.
Great guy. Although he's got stiff competition. Who's he running against? Jim Costa.
Oh, is he?
Ooh.
Yeah,
who was
that
here
is-
earlier.
Yeah.
And almost fell out of the back of his car, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was way in the front. So.
Central Cali, do what now? That's stiff
That's some
competition,
tough
you're right.
competition.
We got Central California private security. We need more privates. All right. That was a joke. More like private.
Privates, private security.
Private security.
They go hand in hand, I guess.
Security. Never mind. I had another off-color joke that's probably best not for the parade.
All right, look at the motorcycle
Best when the mic's
division.
on, right?
That's for my show, not this show.
Okay, Alex, what do we normally say when the motorcycles come by?
Vroom, vroom?
Yeah, no revving, right?
No, oh, is that what we say?
Yeah, but there we go.
And they listen so well.
Why do we even say that, Alex? Why?
It's one of those things, the more you say it, the more they do it.
Yeah. I
is
even
great.
said it at the meeting. I said, you know what? Just do it.
Just do it. might as well.
do it.
I
Yeah.
mean, look, the motorcycle is a symbol of freedom for
That's
many people,
right.
right? So to drive the open road, the sun in your face, the wind in your hair, this is a way of life.
All right. See, this is where I see you and I right here. You and I on
see,
a trike.
I will do that.
There you go. I know you will.
You're all right
Yeah.
with that one.
I'm okay
Three
with
wheels
that
down.
one.
You're
Yes.
okay. Three
Yeah.
wheels down.
Yes,
All
nice
right.
and wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the American Legion Riders, they're known for their charitable work.
Yes, they
Because they've
are.
raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for local children's hospitals, schools, veterans' homes, severely wounded service members, and scholarships as well. Since 2006, Riders nationwide have participated in the American Legion Legacy Run to help raise money every year for the Legacy Scholarship Fund. They're very involved in the community.
Very, very involved. Yes.
Yes. And we not only have the American Legion Riders, but we have the Wicked Motorcycle Club, the Pancho Villa Riders, the Fresno Harley Owners Group, the Sikh Council of Central California, the Outsiders, and the Solo Riders.
And you know that these motorcycle riders are the ones that put the flags up all the way
along
through
the
the parade route.
Is that right?
Yeah. They volunteer every year to do that. Unbelievable.
That is great.
How you doing? Look at you.
Hi.
I know him. I know her too.
Dan, you know
All right.
everybody.
I know. I try. Let it go, guys. Come on. Let me hear those babies. Yeah.
That's a lot of motorcycles.
Oh, look at that
That's
one.
a lot of motorcycles.
And I was just about to say no wheelies.
Yeah.
I was just.
Hey there.
Look at that. Those are Vespas.
This is the seat council of Central
Yeah, they're Harley
California.
Davidson.
Look at that.
All right, look at that. The Zeeks out here.
They're all
Nice. Looking good. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Make some noise. Yeah.
Oh, they're looking good on those bikes.
Nice to have you guys here. Represent. Good show. Nice. Can you hear?
I can't.
Toys
I'm sorry.
for tots.
I can't hear.
Always on our
What's
mind.
that?
What were you saying? Can't hear. Can't hear. They help out a lot with Toys
Yes,
for Tots.
they do.
They do a lot.
They do a lot of stuff.
They
Yeah.
do.
A lot of stuff.
They do escorts for a lot of our funerals for veterans. When we buried Charlie Waters, they escorted us all the way to Santa Nella.
Oh, wow.
Flags, everything. It was amazing. And you know those bird-looking costume people that hold signs out for, it could be for IRS or whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When we went through Los Baños,
Baños.
when we went there, he literally knelt down and put his head down when we drove by.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Really just got to me. That was
Yeah.
great. Good to see you all. Yay, the Sikhs.
Council.
Come on, make some noise, guys. Yeah. Here we go. Sikh Council of Central California.
I love their motto of recognizing all races as one.
And you all, when these guys come walking by with these wagons pulling things, help support them. Buy something. I saw a Pikachu in there.
The Spider-Man in there.
Yes, Spider-Man.
Mario.
Get something. Division 6.
This is the Corvettes of Fresno celebrating their 60th anniversary as a car club.
You look at this. That's not
Non-profit
Olson,
organization.
Is it? Come on, is that Officer Olson? Looking good, brother. Semper Fi, happy birthday to you, brother. He's been around and a great supporter of veterans and Marine Corps. Yeah. Look at this.
So
Beautiful
is this
Corvette.
Vets for Vets?
Yeah.
Then? Is that what we're?
Vets
Oh,
for
I
vets.
like that.
Yeah.
Vets for vets.
I'm gonna trademark that after the
I
parade.
think you should.
So what do you think, Rash? You enjoying yourself out here?
Absolutely. I'm glad
Yeah.
to be here. I'm glad I was invited to be part of this year. This is an amazing event.
Yeah.
I used to come as a kid. I remember coming down here to watch the parade. So it's
And did
neat
you
to be
ever
up here on
think that
stage.
you'd be up here announcing?
No.
No.
Did not.
Dreams really do come true.
That was, I
right.
would sit and dream as a
Yeah.
young boy.
Sitting next to Alex Delgado,
Right.
that's always been my dream as well. You
Oh,
can't
boy.
believe how many people ask me questions about Alex Delgado.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, you know, so what's she really like? What's she like off camera?
You don't tell them the truth, do you? Because I
No.
have to put up a,
No,
you know,
I
a front.
don't. I
Yeah,
don't
there's a
tell
front.
her.
There's a front that don't ruin the show.
Looking good.
What you see is what you get, right?
Yeah, I tell her that she is very down to earth. She is very sincere. What you see is what you get. That's her.
Oh, that's a brand new one right there. Those ones are nice.
Well, I
That
wouldn't
is-
be able to do this without you, Dan, and I'm so glad to have you here today, Ryan, as well, because
you very
make
much.
it fun.
Man, Corvettes. We used to have one years ago. I had my wife, we had a 75 vet, and then we had a 73 vet. My brother has a newer vet, but my wife goes and gets pregnant, and she couldn't get in and out
All
of the
her
vet
fault,
anymore.
huh?
All her fault. I don't even know
all-
how that happened.
So
but
weird.
We had to get rid of the vet, so I got her a Camaro Z28 instead.
Oh, nice.
She was able to get in and out of that?
Yeah, it was
easy?
easier
Oh,
to
okay.
get in and out of that.
Oh, okay. Well, I say that you owe her a Corvette. Now that your
would
kids
love
are
to like a
older,
Corvette.
right?
Yeah.
Or she owes you one.
Yeah, either or.
Either
yeah.
or.
As long as we end up with the Corvette,
I think
that's fine.
the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Big Sandy Rancheria, they're always
Just a great show here with our Veterans Parade. We certainly appreciate them and all that they do. Their Western Mono Indians is located in Auberry, California, and is home to our Native American Veterans Memorial Cemetery. That's it. We have a Veterans Memorial Cemetery up there. It is the second of its kind in California and seventh of its kind in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
and we got it right here.
We're very lucky to have them here. The Windmill Propane and Sierra Propane, they've serviced Madera to Bakersfield, the area, for 25 years. This bobtail is a centerpiece of our partnership with the Semper Fi Fund, they say. For every gallon of propane delivered, we donate money to Semper Fi, and it added up to, wow, more than close to $8,000.
Isn't that cool?
Just last year. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All from propane and propane accessories.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. The other gas.
Now, this is a very special fire truck. Right, Dan? Because
Yes,
it was
it is.
apparently used by the New York Fire Department.
That's right.
It serves to pay tribute to the bravery and heroism that our veterans embody. This is very, very special. It's the Affinity Truck Center that want to commemorate all of the veterans this Veterans Day. Good to have you.
It's got a water cannon on there. Boy, you get hit with that thing, it'll move you around, that's for sure. National Latino Peace Officers. Notice how I said Latino.
I know,
I didn't
you're
say
very
Latino.
Latino. That's how I
would've
yeah,
said it.
Yeah, that Rash, what would you say?
I'm not a nope. Nope.
He would have, like, Los Banos.
Yeah, Los
Banos, Latino.
Chile Verde.
What are you guys ganging up on me for? What did I do?
Thank you so much, Rash.
Now, this chapter of the Latino Peace
Yes.
Officers Association is comprised of current and retired law enforcement officers, as well as other professionals from Fresno County. In the past 13 years, they've actually awarded scholarships to graduating high school seniors throughout Fresno County. And that is huge, because these kids graduating from high school, maybe going on to college, they need as much help as they can get. So we appreciate that. Of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
They really help
Provide,
students.
hoorah.
The Fresno County Sheriff's Office is coming through.
There you go. We got to give a plug to the sheriffs.
Of course
Because we
we
got
do.
Paul Haros is our coordinator. He's a sheriff guy. We got to do that, man. My brother's a retired sheriff's deputy. My other brother's retired San Jose PD. And then that's on my dad's side of the family. On my mom's side of the family, we keep my dad's side of the family employed.
That makes a good pair.
Yeah, your family reunions are
business.
special.
Mm-hmm. Now, in case you don't
I just
know,
wanna.
what?
Hey Dan.
Yes.
I gotta have Paul Harris over here, who works with these guys over here. So I want him to say something about those people.
Thank you, Javier. Yes, I'm employed with the Sheriff's Department. Very proud member of them, and here they come. Right here we have on display our mounted unit.
Give us a
our
chance to
search
give them
and
an
rescue.
applause. Yeah.
Very, very long and storied history with the Sheriff's Department. The, Fresno County is 6,000 square miles, so that's what the area that we cover in 13 cities that are inside within the county of Fresno. The Sheriff's Department works with them and as a teamwork and as a framework for all the local law enforcement and here in California. So we're proud to be a team. We're proud to cover the area of 6,000 square miles, and we're proud to be with the Sheriff's Department.
Hoorah. We're proud to have you as a sheriff. Member
We're proud
Paul,
to have
thank
him.
you.
We're proud to have Paul that he supported us today. He did such a great job, correct?
Absolutely.
What's interesting about these, this particular group, these guys maintain their own vehicles.
Search and rescue jeeps?
Yeah, they're volunteers, and they, 24 hours a day, these guys are available. Their vehicles are always ready to go. You can find them everywhere and anywhere doing a job, and it's all on their own. They work side by side with search and rescue and the sheriff's department, but they maintain these vehicles. Great commitment, great dedication. These guys are amazing. And look at you. Thank you for your service. Great people here. We are so blessed with a lot of the people in this area. We have, in Central California, we have the highest number of veterans anywhere in the United States.
Really?
Really,
Wow.
right here in Central California. 15 years ago, we had over 350,000 veterans
remarkable.
in Central California. We're under 200,000 now. Many of them passed away. Love these horses. Look at them.
Mounted
Looking
Patrol.
good. Mounted Patrol.
They go into places that the Jeeps can't
Yes,
go, I
look,
imagine.
that's right. Look at them. And did you notice that they had a mule in there too? I'm not sure if I'm saying it, if it's a mule or a donkey. Who knows? All right.
Yeah, what is the difference?
What's the difference? What's the difference?
That's what was
Somebody
running
else.
through my head.
All right, U.S. Navy, official use only. All right, look at you guys. All right, look at this. Vietnam Veterans of America, 933 chapter. Yes, look at these guys. Vietnam veterans. This is another organization group that we seem to be losing a lot of veterans from. The Agent Orange is catching up to a lot of these guys. A lot of the typical symptoms for Agent Orange nowadays is dementia and Parkinson's. So if you have a Vietnam veteran in your family that's got signs of dementia or Parkinson's, get them in and get them checked out right away.
That's good advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's very good advice. And there's so
Yeah.
many services here in the Central Valley for that can help. So you might as well take advantage of it.
These guys get busy quite a bit. They have rakes and shovels, and it's amazing what they have to do.
Thank you. This is the California Conservation Corps. They're a state agency offering young men and women a paid opportunity to improve California's natural resources
Hi, how are
and
you?
communities. And they respond to emergencies such as fires, floods, weather, and of course, agricultural disasters.
Good to see you.
Next up, Sons of the American Revolution. As you can see from their hats, those are nice.
Very
That's a good- that's a good look.
Very nice.
This is the Yosemite chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution. They're descendants of patriots who fought for America's freedom in the American Revolutionary War. It's a nonprofit, non-political, patriotic organization dedicated to honoring our Revolutionary War patriot ancestors. Very cool.
You know, normally we have Larry Duba out here dressed up as George Washington, but he's actually somewhere else today. Here we have the Fresno Republican Women.
Woo!
Yes, the women. They support veterans. They absolutely do. I'm a recipient of some of their support and really appreciate them. Thank you so much to the Fresno Republican Women.
And they really provide a forum for all women in our region to be key players at the political table on national, state, and local issues. So they play a very important part here in the Central Valley. How are you? Hi.
Looking good.
Looking good.
Look at you all. Pretty, pretty.
Fresno Area Express.
Yeah.
I think that we just passed the guardian, or they just passed us the guardian angel.
Okay, I was
Is that
wondering.
who they were?
Oh,
I
okay.
think that, yeah, so we want to give a shout out to them because they are here today and we appreciate that. And as well as the Fresno Area Express, they're proud to be represented by several veterans, active duty and reserve men and women. Is this the first year that the Fresno Area Express has been part of the parade? No, they've been here before,
we've had them
right?
before.
Yes,
yeah.
we have.
Yeah, we have.
That's right.
They do so much in extremely hot weather. They allow people to take free rides in the bus to cool off, and in extremely cold weather, they let people take free rides to warm up.
Yeah.
So they're a very, very good service organization, and they help our citizens in more than one way.
I wish more people took advantage of the bus system here.
I do too. I really do too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, looking good.
Yes.
Look at you.
Well, this is one of the new trolleys.
This is one of the
brand
new trolleys
Yeah.
that the mayor of all mayors has started up, right? Mayor Dyer? I used to
Look
call
at-
him chief of all chiefs, and
I
now
know.
I've got to
Now
switch
he's
it.
mayor of all mayors.
Mayor of
Yeah.
all mayors.
Mayor Dyer. We appreciate all you do.
Good to see you,
Thank
Mayor.
you so much. Yeah.
Long time no see.
I love that man. He's great for our
doing so
city.
doing so many great things here in the
Yes,
city.
isn't he? Look at this.
Look at this trolley. I can't wait to use it.
Me neither.
Hop around downtown Fresno, which, by the way, is becoming such a jewel here in the Central Valley. Wouldn't
That's
you
right.
agree?
Ah, absolutely. Now we have, this is our last division here.
It's the Central Valley Mustang Club, I think we got right here by the looks
Yep.
of these cars that are rolling up.
I'll let you two gentlemen talk about the Mustangs because I know you're dying to, first of
Well,
all.
I have a Mustang. We
I
were
see, I
talking
knew
about
it.
Corvettes and Camaros. I'm a Ford guy myself. I have a Mustang myself. These are
What
all.
year?
Mine's new. It's a new one.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's a.
I just want to say, Dan, that's my car right there, the yellow one.
Well, someone else is driving
So,
it.
yeah,
I let him
stole
borrow
your
it.
car.
I let him borrow it, but he's going to leave it in the front of my house later on.
There you go. Yeah, these are the 60s model. Now they're getting newer and newer
Oh, yeah, I can
as
see
they're driving by. A lot of changes to the Mustang, just like the Corvette.
So these GTs are what, like a 2000.
We have a
103?
World War II?
World War
Oh my
II
gosh.
veteran.
How old is he? 103 years old.
Wow.
World War II veteran. 103 years old. And
That's remarkable.
you look at him now, but remember, years ago, he was toting a 90-pound backpack, charging hills, machine gun nests, whatever. This man has lived it all.
I'd call him a legend.
Absolutely, a true
103.
hero.
Yes.
Wow, that's remarkable.
All right, look at this, Shelby GT.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
It reminds you when you were young, carrying that gun in the backpack, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You used to do that, so you're going to leave 103 years old, probably more, right?
Maybe more.
There you go.
What'll help me live more is when I had my troops carry my backpack.
Oh, we'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what you guys did. Nice. Here's a Cobra. You
Yeah.
see the snake on the
Oh,
side?
yeah.
Yeah. Those are not your run-of-the-mill Mustang. Looking good.
Very nice.
We still want to give a shout out to Honda North for loaning out cars this year, for the Ladybirds, for also the Table Mountain Rancheria for being a sponsor, for also Amazon also is a sponsor. We had a lot of different organizations sponsoring us. Oh, look at the horse.
They got the Grinch in there.
Yeah, a Grinch.
Getting us ready for Christmas.
Yeah. Why the long face?
Well, I'm so
What a-
happy to hear that you're getting more and more sponsors every year. It's just
Every
a
year.
testament to how wonderful this Veterans Day Parade is and how special it is and how much hard work you put into
Yeah,
it, Dan.
look at behind us. We have Daryl's Mini Storage. Debutio Defendus Insurance, American Ambulance, all these different Alignment Health Plan, Johansson Transportation, University of Phoenix, all these organizations, Biotech Associates, they're all generous in donating to make this parade happen. Highway Patrol. Yeah.
Normally I'd freak out
Yeah,
when
that's
I
not
hear that
normally
name.
a good
Yeah,
sound.
normally
That's
that's not a good sign when you're driving. But today it's a different story, isn't it?
You know what helps? Having a Marine sticker on the back of your car. These guys are so cool. They'll pull me over and say, "You Marine?" "Yeah." "Slow down." Right. Thank you.
I might grab one of those stickers before I leave.
Absolutely.
I'll just say I know
That's
Dan.
all I need. I know Dan.
Highway Patrol.
I know
you guys
Dan.
are
I know
the bomb.
Dan.
Thank you. Hoorah. Yeah. All right.
Very
Look at
nice.
this. Highway Patrol. All right, looking good.
Now, becoming a highway patrol officer is no easy task.
No, it
I
is
know
not.
that.
They're kind of like the sheriff's department. Fresno PD or a lot of PD, a lot of times at nighttime or whatever hours, they'll double up in a car. Highway Patrol, a lot of times, they're by themselves. They pull somebody over on the freeway.
Right.
They don't have a backup. They got to handle it on their own.
It is a very dangerous job. Hi, how
Look
are
at
you?
this. All
CHP.
right.
These are the dispatchers.
You guys are the dispatchers.
Yeah.
Yay!
There you
Good to
go.
have you.
Yes.
Alex, you mentioned about the highway patrol and how hard it is to get into the highway patrol.
Yes.
I am going to be a volunteer for the highway patrol in the
Good
near
for you,
future.
Javier.
So I want to help them, and then I hope that they take me because they say that they need volunteers. So I put my name on it. So you're going to see me with white uniform sometime in the streets.
Well,
so
if that
they're doing a
Good for
good
you.
job.
If that doesn't work, you can always go Fresno PD and tell them you like donuts. That's almost a shoe-in right there. Yeah. They joked about it this morning. They started it. So they were joking.
That's a very brave statement,
Yeah.
Dan.
So it's about the donuts, not about the service, right?
No, I love Fresno PD. I raise funds for them. I do award banquet dinners for them. So, yeah, I think I can get a pass on a joke. So, I hope. My name is Alex Delgado. I made that comment, and I'll stick to it.
Oh, boy. Okay, who do we have
Mind
here?
divers. Mind divers. Psychology.
Mind diver psychology. Tell me more. Let me see.
They're an Army veteran-owned company.
Oh, is that?
Is this your first year with us? Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
why.
thought
Okay,
so. Good for
okay.
you. Welcome. We're so glad to have you here.
Good to have you guys.
Yeah.
Mental health is so important, and bringing awareness to it is something that we all need to do.
I was 3 classes from getting my degree in psychology. Pardon me? Quickly.
Don't think I pad up. Okay. Tell me, what do you do?
So this is Mind Divers Psychology, veteran-owned. Dr. Deborah Weingarten here. We have veteran psychologists as well that are therapists, ready for anybody's services that they need for mental health.
And
Is
where are you
such a
located?
priority. We have 3 great locations: Fresno, Cedar, and Herndon, Clovis on Pulaski and Sierra, and our newest location in the South Valley of Visalia. Come check us out at www.minddivers.com.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And great job for what you're doing.
We're enjoying the music.
Yes,
That's
we
why
are.
there's a little pause.
What a good day we had for this today, too.
Yes,
What
I
could
was
have been
just
better?
thinking that.
Very nice.
And
Al.
you know he says that because he's not in the direct sun like
I know.
we are.
We need to back up just a little bit more. Let's back up a little bit.
Ryan's
I
like,
was
it's
just
a
fine.
perfect
I don't know what you
day.
guys are talking about.
I was talking about how I'm a front man for a band. We had a concert in July, and I got heat stroke while we were performing.
Oh, no.
And I ended up in the hospital for about a week. Had kidney failure and
Oh, my
liver
God.
failure.
Over heat
Yeah,
stroke?
overheat. So I can't be in the direct sunlight for any amount of time. Clovis Veterans Memorial District. Love you guys. Look at you. Yeah.
What a great
I know that
float.
guy.
Look at that
Yeah.
float.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I love it.
The
Put a lot
Clovis
of-
Veterans Memorial District offers a lot of opportunity for veterans. They have PTSD group meetings there. They have roundtable veteran group meetings there. They have the use of the hall for weddings or quinceañeras.
Quinceañeras?
Yeah, they have all that. I mean, they're a great organization.
California State Parks here with their boat.
That's a beauty. You know, there's 12 state parks, museums, and historic areas right here in our own backyard, ready for us to adventure in. I hope people take advantage of that.
Yes.
Did you know
Yes.
veterans get into those state parks for free?
I did not know that, but I'm happy to hear
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
They do.
They give you a card, and you can get in. Depending on your disability, you can get into any national park for free. Depending on
And
your,
that's great because it's
Yeah.
not cheap
Yeah, it's
to
not-
get into
no,
these
no.
parks, right?
Yeah.
It's like $80, I think, last time I went up to Yosemite. I think it's what it cost to get into the park. Yeah.
Wait, for the whole car? Or?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what it was.
Wow. Well, it's cheaper than the movies.
Yeah.
Well, we have so many beautiful parks right in our vicinity. It's one of the benefits of living here. There's so many you can check out.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Look at
Yeah.
these
I'm talking about the
horses.
riders. Beautiful. Okay, the horses are nice too. Thanks, you guys.
Kings
Thank
County
you very
Sheriff's
much.
Posse.
Yes.
Hi.
Oh, we know. Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. There
So
we
they're
go.
out of order?
Look at you
What was it?
all.
That's okay. We'll wing it.
We got it.
Nice.
We got it.
Do you get to pick your own horse, or do they assign one to you?
The horse picks you, I think, is how it works.
Oh, like a cat.
Whichever one doesn't throw me, that's the one
That's
I'm going
the
to
one.
ride.
Did you know that the Posse rode in the Rose Parade back in 2012? Wow.
Really?
Yeah. As a part of 100 Palomino horses celebrating Roy Rogers' 100th birthday. They also rode in the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Parade on New Year's Day back in 2003.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is one of my favorite places
In
to shop.
Victorville, they have the Roy Rogers Museum, and they have Trigger is out front. They had him stuffed after he died for reals.
Really?
The actual Trigger is stuffed, and he's out front.
Wow.
Yeah, it's bizarre. They don't let you ride him or nothing. But he's out there. He really is. I thought
bizarre.
it was, yeah.
It's bizarre, he says.
MVets.
Thrift stores, the AmVets thrift stores. Like I said, one of my favorite places to go shopping.
Why not?
But it's also great to donate because obviously they have so many services here in the Central Valley. So when you donate things, it goes to the veterans and to provide for a lot of their services. So as we mentioned earlier, a lot of our entries are in different order. So we're just going to wing it. This is the Dave Korean War. Dave from the Korean War. There you go.
Yeah, it wasn't Dave's Korean War.
No.
Dave's
Way to
Korean
go,
War.
Dave.
Way to go,
When did you
Dave from the
start?
Korean War. Thank you.
Either that or his
Way to
name
go.
is Dave
Military
Korean War, which is
Order
very
of the Purple
unfortunate.
Heart.
Can you tell I
Good to
need
see
notes?
ya. Hoorah.
I'm going to stop winging it from now on. I'll let you all carry it.
Yeah, we want to hold Dave responsible.
It's all Dave.
Dave's
Yeah.
Korean.
Way to go, Dave.
Way to go.
Yeah.
They're missing a comma.
What?
They missed a comma. And
Yeah, that's on- yeah.
It's not on me.
All right. Let's hear the bell. Yeah. A lot of history to that bell. It's traveled around quite a bit, in and out of country, and we're really proud to have that bell here, and it's been here for the longest time now.
This is the Fresno Vet Center passing us by. How are you? Great float. Here we have a proud military family.
Yes.
I can tell you have a lot of pride. We thank you for being here.
Veterans in action with a whole band. I like that.
Yeah, let's hear it. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, great song.
There you go. Is that Santana?
I believe it is.
I believe so.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's dance, Alex. No? Okay,
You need to have your Carlos Santana hair.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I do want to see the one move you have.
Yeah, it's only
Hi, the Woodham Senior Living Community is well represented today. They have 10 Air Force veterans, 10 Navy, 5 Marine Corps, and 9 Army veterans, and then 1 nurse who are all residents of the facility.
You know what that tells me? That it takes all those guys to equal 5 Marines. Hey, how's it going? It was a joke, okay? I love you guys. Don't come after me. Don't come after me.
He's going to find you.
Yeah, they'll find me.
I
Heck
think
yeah.
so.
California State retirees. All right, appreciate you all for what you do and being here representing. And how many veterans work for the state of California? Thousands of veterans. California makes a big effort in hiring veterans, just like the post office and other organizations. They do a lot to hire veterans. When Clinton was president, he pushed a lot of those bills through where if you were an MP in the military, you had priority joining a local law enforcement agency wherever you went. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
I gotta film this.
I'd just like to point out the guy who's giving orders is a Marine.
I
All right. There you go. Had to say it, man. Gotta plug it. Gotta plug it. Oh, man, I said it in front of Cruz Queller. He's the parade president, and he's Army, Purple Heart, and I make that comment. I'm going to pay for it. I know I will.
Bad timing, Dan. Bad timing.
I didn't see him there. I thought he was somewhere else. He was doing his ninja skills.
Snuck up on you.
They taught him that stealth stuff in the Army where he sneaks up on you. Look at these trucks and these vehicles. My. Arr, looking good. Arr. That means way to go. How are you? How's the wife and kids? What's new? It means all that stuff. We just hit each other and we look at somebody and go, arr, 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 arr.
You have your own language.
And then we walk away and go, nice talking with you.
Yeah. Nice chat.
All right, Fresno Vet Center again.
California Pipe Trades Veterans Association.
Yeah. I got a pipe wrench like that in my glove box.
In your glove box.
That's a big glove box.
Yeah, that's for the big job. Eagle, Golden Eagle Charter. Do you need a ride to the casino?
You know, this would be a sweet ride.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a sweet ride, motor coach, executive transportation, they have a wide selection for you to choose from. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, they are. Comfy on the inside.
Fresno County
Democrats. Honor our veterans and their families. A round of applause. Yeah. All right.
A lot of these organizations start the process of participating way before the parade actually starts,
Yes,
right, Dan?
yes. Yeah, these guys aren't quiet. Just like the Republican Women's Group and the Democrat, they're busy all year long. It's not, just on 11 November. They're doing stuff all the time. So if you're interested, look these guys up and join and help out, get involved, learn about what's going on in your area, in your nation. You ever notice what those black stripes on a bus are for?
Well, I've noticed them, but I've never thought of what they
There's a purpose. It's not just a design.
So the bottom stripe is the floor level of the bus where the kids are seated.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah. The middle line is where the seat itself is at, and then the other line is where the back ends. And it's for emergency people if they have to cut into the bus or whatever. They know where.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. It's what it's for.
Wow.
I had no idea.
That is eye-opening.
Yeah. And remember, you heard it from Dan Payne. All-knowing.
Like I said, you learn a lot
You
doing
do
this
learn a lot.
parade, right?
Yeah, the bus
that's
driver
pretty-
in there was nodding yes.
Would have never
That's pretty
thought, would have never
amazing.
known that.
I had no idea. I do remember the school buses from our young days of going to school. Fresno Police Department.
Don't worry, guys. We're trying to raise money so we can get you cars. We're trying our best. We're passing the hat around. These guys are great. They get into areas where the cars can't get into. A lot of crowd control, things like that. These bicycle cops, they have a specific mission.
Don't underestimate them,
No,
for sure.
Those are Trek bikes too. Those are
good bikes.
Very
Yes.
good bikes. I have a Trek bike.
Mounted patrol?
Yeah.
Same thing, crowd control, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Beautiful horses, aren't they?
Beautiful. I'm talking about the rider.
Beautiful
Beautiful rider.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking about him. I'm sorry.
Just to clarify.
Both of you guys are great. Love those horses. All right.
Oh, the
Look at this canine. My guy, Brian, he's a canine cop, and he and I and a committee, we do a fundraiser to raise funds for the canines in the valley. And Brian Sturgeon is a fantastic canine officer, and him and I do a lot. Is that Paco? That's him. That's him. I know that guy. All right. Thank you, Chief Paco Balderrama, for all you do and your staff and your guidance.
CSI, the Crime Scene Investigations, part of the Fresno Police Department, also here representing.
They do
What a tough job, huh?
They do movies on those
I-
guys.
I-
And
yeah,
shows
that-
and whole
Shows,
series.
Yes.
everything, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do.
That's where a lot of people learn their,
Well,
right?
that's where a lot of people think they learn.
They think they learn, think they know.
All right. Fresno Fire Department. All right. There you go. Make some noise, Fire Department. Make some noise. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Make some noise. Fire Department, Police Department.
the Kingsburg Police
Hey,
Department.
Kingsburg.
Yay,
All right.
Kingsburg.
Way to represent. Yeah. All right.
They are the unsung heroes, aren't they?
That's right. Motors. All these cop guys want to be motors. That's what they call the guys who ride motorcycles.
They just call them motors?
Yeah, when you ask them, what do you do? I'm motors. Okay, he's a motorcycle cop.
And that's a tough job, especially during the summer.
I know,
when
they're
it's
out
so
there,
hot
yeah.
here. California state retirees.
Yeah, we saw one a little bit
We
earlier.
saw one earlier,
too.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, California state retirees. Thank you all. Good to have you all here. Thank you for your service.
Speaking of unsung heroes, Beautify Fresno wraps up our parade
Yes,
today.
they're going to pick up all the trash for us and put them in the trash bins. A big round of applause for Beautify Fresno. Come on, people. They do what other people don't want to do and won't do. These guys do it every year. We certainly appreciate you all. And thank you. Actually, they're just going to go to the end of the street and then they leave. They don't.
You don't have
You
to
guys
work
are
today.
the best. Thank you so much for what you do. We know we could depend on you all. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around a little bit. Who do we have here? I wanted to bring a Cruz. Cruz, can you come up here for a sec? Here comes Cruz Queller. He's our president of the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. I want to introduce you all to him, give him an opportunity to say a thing or two. Javier, follow him up here so he can use your handheld.
He's got it.
Cruz Queller. He's been our president for a few years now. We certainly appreciate him. That ramp is steep. We should have just had you do the interview down there, but you're Army. You can do it. Be all you can be. There you go. So, Cruz, what do you think of the parade today? How do you think it went?
Oh, it went pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it seems like everything got moving pretty good and had the public that was there watching the parade. I was glad to see that. So, and then waving the kids waving the flags.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That never gets old. Love seeing that. Cruz, I just want to personally thank you for being our leader in the Central Valley Veterans Day Parade. All you've done, the guidance you've given us makes these parades successful. We thank you and Joanne for all you do. We thank your coordinator, Paul Haros, and his wife, Lizette. Thank you for them as well. And then Brian and Victor, everybody else who's in there, Harry, Paul, all these people that are your board members, you all have done a great job, and we thank you so much for it.
It was all a team effort.
That's right.
That's what helps, You get the team behind you and try to get things done so you can have a good parade.
That's right. Well, we thank you so much, Cruz. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we're looking for even a better parade next year, Cruz.
And also, we're going to thank you, Dan, Alex. And of
Rash.
course, you've been part of these three.
I was an integral part of this today, I would like to say.
Yes, you were.
There's the three
Would not have
amigos over
happened.
here.
The three
So you
amigos.
guys did a great job, so thank you for that, too.
Well, thank you for having us.
And thank you, Javier, for being our roving interviewer. Thank you much.
My pleasure. Thank
And
you.
we want to thank our sound crew all the way
the
from the
sound crew
Bay
was
Area.
fantastic. Thank you.
They came down here to run sound for us. Ron Payne and Robert Payne, who also played taps, and then also Jess Dagnino. Just a little Robert Payne, who blowed taps, played with James Brown, played with Tower of Power, has played with Malo numerous times, has played taps at Candlestick for 49ers, Super Bowl for what else? For the Sharks. Oakland A's, he's done it all. We're honored to have him here, and he's my baby brother. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
All right.
great. Good. Well,
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you, brother. Thank you. I hope to see you all next year again. Thank you very much. Alex and Rush, again, thank you very much. I couldn't have done this without you.
Aw.
I mean, I would have liked to, but they wouldn't let me, so I couldn't do this without you is what I meant. So.
Well, it was an honor being here with both of you.
There you go. Love you guys. Thank you.
Just leave them together because